Good morning, Age of Origins. Guys, guess what? Camel just dropped something. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but to some people, it can be a big deal, and it can also be a big headache. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about. We're talking about the new commander skill going up to 75 right here, level 75. So, everyone that is at level 70 right now, well, unload what you have everything. Just unload it. Me, myself, I'm at 71 and a half. But there's going to be some work that's going to have to be done for us players now. Because if you all remember, once you went to level 70, we went into an officer's lore line and we removed one of the breakthroughs. If Hey J Dog, mute your mic real quick. I'm getting chatter. So one of the breakthroughs that we're going to have to get back into here is monster XP bonus. So the skill books are now people are probably going to buy up because the skill books Monster XP is going to be a huge thing that you're going to want to switch over to, uh, switch back over to, and also the you're gonna have to get some of these too. You have to figure out rapid fleet level, the fleet speed. That's probably going to be one you're going to switch out for the. What is the exact name for it? It's for like I think it's for awesome monster XP, but there's a different name for it, like experience achievement. I forget the name for it. Big Bird would know. Um, Big Bird. So with this right here, because I'm obviously going to get rid of this once I get um, the skill. I just forget the name of the skill because I haven't used it for so long. I switched it out. Experience achievement or something like that. I forget what it's called. You guys will probably
Is it comprehensive or something?
yes, comprehension. So you're gonna be switching out once you get the comprehension back. Um, you're going to switch it out with the rapid fleet because I mean monster speed. Who cares? You just go ahead and hit that other buff that you get in the war area, and it's going to bring you to 100% anyways. So that's going to be done on Loreline, and you also can do it to your Brave Star. Brave Star might be something that you're going to want to switch out to as well. So trying to figure out which one you're going to do. I personally don't use really Brave Star at all for like recruiting. If you have a spot in your Morgan that you can switch out, let's see what would I switch? I'd probably switch increased fleet. No, maybe not. Yeah, increased fleet speed. I'd switch that one out too, with that one as well. And then over here, I don't know if I'm gonna want to. I would want to switch any of these out though. Maybe this one. I'd probably switch this one out for the comprehension. And that way, every single time you're hunting monsters, you're getting extra XP to get to level 75. Yeah, comprehension. Butter said it. There you go. So to get to your level 75, and I'm assuming it's gonna take a little bit of time, guys. So when you do get it switched over, don't think it's gonna be like overnight kind of deal, but it will take some time. Um, I guarantee everyone here is probably looking through saying like, "Fuck, why did I switch that out?" Because that's exactly what I thought. Why did I switch that out? And I'm still only at level one for uh, fleet speed too. So it's like I probably should have just kept it in there. I did use everything I have. You notice I'm at level 71, but in the rankings, if you guys go look in your global rankings, it will not say 71 until the next day or at least a few hours. These guys went right at reset or whatever. I think it was like not reset at 2 o'clock when it dropped, and I don't know why they're there. Maybe it's because these are pretty much in a different country, but I'm assuming I'm going to be either at the top or second because I'm almost to 72 already. Good morning, everyone. Holy cow, everyone's mic is muted. That is weird. You guys have any questions you want to ask about this while we're live, real quick? Like how to set it up, which ones to use? Wow.
I don't have any questions, but I won't make you talk to yourself.
Thank you. I was dying out here. Like no, but you can also switch in the middle of doing it. You can switch over to fuel too, like how you would do. for monster hunting, do the same thing. Same thing. Uh, yeah, that's about it for that skill. How many people in here are at level 70?
71 now for some.
For some, yeah, but it's a grind. Let's be real, it's a grind because how many people
Is it
once you
just
hit?
going to be extra skill points, Woody, or are there going to be like a special skill at 75?
I'm just assuming it's going to be extra skill points. It's gonna be enough to fill up the whole tree on
So
one
it'll be
section.
like what, an extra 25? Because I think we get what, 5 now per level
Well, no,
above.
no, no, no. I think how much did I get for that last one? I think I got 6 on this one. Yeah, I got
Wow.
6 for 41.
Okay. Because I'm only at like 53. So, I mean, that's a long, long ways away. But
Well,
still.
so here's the thing, guys. Even for the people that are not at level 70 yet, um, the best way to do this is like this. You obviously your long range. You want to go long range like that. If you're a hybrid,
I filled all four.
well,
I filled all four. Didn't even do resources or development or anything.
well, no, you're gonna either pick one or the other. Even the
Yeah.
max players, they don't even have enough now to fill the whole entire tree up. As you can see, there's 10 there that I'm still missing, and then
Just went,
20 on this
I
bottom
just
one.
went FRA, melee HP, and then I just started dumping into like melee attack when I had the extra, and then long range HP. Just tried to stay as much melee and long range as possible.
Well, if you're a long range, yeah, that would be ideal. But if you're mid range, you're probably going to want to go down straight down the middle, like towards this way, because that's going to benefit you more. But like for instance, I'm long range, so I just literally go like the outsides and don't really worry about the mid range until I get all the outsides full, completely full down to slaughter, and then I'll go back up top and do like the attacks, mid range attack, HP. Defense. I haven't really messed with the mid range defense one yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna have the extra points to do it. Um, even if you don't want to use that, you could just split it up, put some in defense to get the harvest, which I mean it's not much. It's not much at all.
They were good in the beginning, but not no more.
Well, I mean, even in the beginning, it was like what 150,000. I mean, it really wasn't much.
It was still dirt. It was still dirt. Well, it was typical camel dirt they gave you for free.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But how many
I mean, to
people?
I'll let
me,
you
if
have
you're,
that.
What's that? So the people that are at 71, where are you at 71? Are you at 71 just made it, or 71 and you're almost at 72, or 73 or 74? So I'm assuming the older nations will be like probably they might actually have enough to go to 75.
I think someone said Ronaldo's already at 72, but I did not check that.
God damn. God damn.
Did y'all see how many spins Ronaldo did in the game? That's all I gotta say.
I try
18,000 spins he was at.
in the wheel,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. He's at like 18,000 spins, bro.
dude. Dude, I'm at one. I'm at one.
Yeah, go to the ranking. Him and another dude in his nation have like stupid amount of like
Well,
spins. I don't know if he's just in ours, but I could send a screenshot, dude. But he's at like 19,000 spins at just this event.
right. If I really wanted to get first place, it only cost me 610. Six
Oh
hundred ten
yeah.
dollars.
Well, he probably did it. He probably did it because he got those five. He got what 250 ink wells he could get basically
Yeah,
off of that.
that's exactly what he was most likely going for to get the sparkle dragon.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless he has it already. Does anyone know if he's got the sparkle dragon, the LGBT dragon?
I don't even know what nation we can go to find him in.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go find him. You go in through 702 to find him.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
Dude, those Chinese nations confuse me which one to go to.
You gotta know which nation merged with them.
Is it their first? Oh, I see. Okay, it goes with the merge. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it brings you right to 693. So now the problem is trying to find him
Yeah, right.
because,
Which three black mats is he on?
well, not necessarily that. I mean, you got to remember, Lock Nations, they are almost always in civil war. They don't have the. Oh yeah, I'm thinking this is him right here.
Hey, there it
No,
is.
that's not him though. That's not him. That is
Oh,
not
that's his
him.
other guy. That's the other guy
No,
that spent like
that's not the
5,000
treehouse.
spins.
That's not treehouse either. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's disgusting, regardless.
Oh, there's many nations that have them now. When I thought,
Well, don't you have to get those five special things too
yeah,
to
you can get
get
it.
that?
Yeah,
I only saw you get it if you're like the winner of the event. That's the first time I
I
saw
think
it.
it's like the racing event. You can get it, and it's like the top 5 to get it, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And
And
then
maybe fishing.
I'm not.
No, I think it's just those two now, and
Yeah.
it's top three in the wheel.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
get them at the wheel.
In the rankings, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the
and
rankings.
and people will go very heavy on this wheel to get it, especially if they have those 5, they're gonna go extremely heavy to get it. Yeah, I can't find Ronaldo in here, um, but I'm assuming that he. This is probably him right here. Okay, that's Treehouse. That's Treehouse, but Treehouse, I don't know if he's hiding it or if he doesn't have a single dragon. He might be hiding it. He might be hiding it. But I know
Yeah, why
mental.
would you hide? Why would you hide $50,000?
Yeah, I know, right? Some people more. I know that Mental and Lee God both have it. Holbrook has it. Beast has it. Ducky has it, and a whole bunch more have it. A lot of people have it now. Um, they
I can
understood
already
they
still.
understood the mission, and they definitely went towards it, to it. Big Bird, anyone in 621 got it? The Sparkle Dragon yet? He's probably gonna type it. He might be. I don't see Ronaldo even in it. Where the fuck is he? Yeah, I don't see him. Maybe maybe he doesn't have it. 3840. Huh, you got Sparkle Sparkle. Is that a 41? I wish I could read the names. I think that would be much easier, but we can't. That's not him.
So did you have to buy all the other skins to get that special skin, or could you just save up all your inkwells and then just get the last one?
So, me personally, I had enough dyes. I'm only got the
Yeah.
purple. I only got the purple one. So I mean, I'm no one special right now, But
No, no.
I was able to save enough dyes before I even got to levels 16 or 15.
It says it that you have to accumulate 2 skins before you can get it, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I figured, Camel ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, here you go. You can buy this last one. No, 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 no. You got to
So
buy
And
at
it's
least everything else
and it's
beforehand
any
before
it's
you
any
get
2
that.
skin as well. It doesn't have to be a certain one. It just says any 2. So you can do 2 of the
The cheap one.
hospital capacity ones just to get the gold.
yeah,
Yeah, to get the big boy one if you wanted.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 but I mean,
Still at the end.
if you already have one of these, like if you have the default one and then you get one of these, then you can pretty much get 2 of these or one of those. So it's almost like you're buying them all, anyways. If you think about it.
You're not going to skip any of them, Woody. They all add fleet.
I know that, but there are some people that want to just get that and push.
I did the red one, and then I just got the gold one. So I got an extra 4,000 troops.
So are you at 72 right now for commander?
No, I'm at 71. I quit buying them or doing them or whatever.
So did
So
I.
I was like, screw that. I mean, let's face it. What are we going to gain? An extra 5 defense? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Spend $30 on an officer pack or something.
Right. For the 41s, yeah, I get it. It's not that big of a deal. But for some players that haven't got like the extermination yet and they're 5 short, that's going to be huge for them because then they get that extra skill.
I guess. I mean, it's going to help. I guess it helps both.
Technically, you only need to get to commander like 65 to obtain all the right skills for whatever build you have. After that, everything is just extra credit.
Right, but there's a lot of people out there that don't even have that yet. So like, there's So and
you're right. It is a journey, Woody. It is a journey. Even if you do kill zombies, it's crazy.
I'm at 71 and a half. Or a little.
Yeah, I'm 71 and a quarter. We have Qatar got to 72.
Yeah, so did Ronaldo, and I'm sure Lee Guy and all them did. But I'm gonna have to. Here's the thing, and I was telling everyone, we're gonna have to fuck with our lore line again.
Why?
Because comprehension and the monster XP.
Oh, you're talking about to get all that extra stuff again?
Yep, to get there fast.
I want credit for all the monsters I killed this entire time.
Fucking tip.
I
like,
know,
people
right?
Just blew 20,000 fuel.
Yeah, they didn't give us any of it. You didn't get any of it.
I know.
Submit that to your VIP.
Yeah.
Let me know how that worked for you.
Well, it's just like intimacy points. If you have max intimacy or zombies, you don't get any intimacy points anymore. I have none in my bag.
Hey, tip. There was a player.
Nothing. You get nothing.
Nothing. You get absolutely nothing.
Hey, tip. There was a player. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I don't remember which nation, but he put up 200 million points in zombie phase. He must have had like, I don't know, 100,000 fuel.
200?
I've seen that before. I've seen 225 was the most I've ever seen.
In zombie hunting?
Yeah.
Strongest
Imagine
commander?
that player. He must be pissed because he probably would have went up a level or two in the commander level right now with that.
Hey, I'm so glad I only spent maybe 40% of my fuel this last void with 621 and I kept the rest. I'm so glad I kept it.
I'm right now. I just use the fuel as I get it. I'm just like, fuck it.
I'll tell you why not to, Woody. Have you noticed that every other Frenzy or Void, that during the monster kill event, they usually throw a buying event where you get like extra little stuff to use to buy stuff with?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like that little things you can buy stuff with. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah. I know you're talking
buildings.
Yeah, I know you're
you can
talking
buy buildings or the little frags. Yeah.
or
every other monster event, if you pay attention, you'll see that they put one of those out there during monster kill event.
Yeah,
and it's usually the second day. That's one of the reasons why I wait.
Don't get me wrong, that is a good idea, but I mean, if you're being real, for like $30, you can pretty much max it. Like everything that you're really gonna want, unless you're trying to be competitive and be
everything free I can get is a plus.
Yeah, well, and I get that, but I'd rather use my fuel now.
And I don't even need the free. I don't even need the free. It's just principle. I want something free for the amount of money I've spent.
You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong. I'm wondering, why do they keep? You see that we're in a special, it turns into a plane. Like, why? Like, they're
It's because of those right there.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
They're highlighting what the big deal in that daily pack is.
Yeah, I'm not going fucking ham and buying everything like that, like I did before. I need to start more focusing on uranium.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah,
I slowed down on the war. I got everything to, I don't know, 13 or 14 on the actual inner stuff and 24 on the rest and a couple 30s. And now I'm just going to buy up to the $100 pack and stop. I just don't see the point.
I mean, if you're gonna buy the $100 pack, might as well just get them both. at that point.
No, I'm going to buy up to. I'm not going to buy the $100 pack.
Dude, it sucks. I'm at 71.5, and I'm still fucking ranked like 80 something right now.
Damn.
I know, like 82nd. It's like
Well, I thought you were 71.5. Sorry.
I am 71.5, but it takes. I don't know why I haven't switched over yet.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm thinking
Usually takes a
after
while.
reset.
either at reset
No, it
or
updates every. I want to say it's every 30 minutes or hour.
maybe it's an hour.
It'll
But-
update.
So once,
Mine has mine updated already.
and all these guys do too. And I know
Yeah.
Kay said he's at 71 as well. So I'm assuming that once it updates, I'll be either the top 3, maybe. There might be people at 72 right now, actually.
Oh, I'm sure in the older nations you might have some 74s and 75s.
That's what I was saying earlier today too. Yeah, I was definitely saying that. So
another advantage.
Well,
That
go
it-
check. Go check. Go to Globe One and go look real quick. That'll be pretty interesting.
I mean, you're not wrong. Well, Globe One's kind of dead. So we'll check like
Or two or
we'll check
whatever.
we'll check 219.
You make sure it's an American nation or somebody who was up during when it popped.
Yeah, I was at work and I got off work. I'm like, holy shit, look at that. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go live and talk about this because a lot of people forget about the skills you have to change now. All right. Oh, you know what? They're not gonna have it in here.
No, you have to have a city over there.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
I'm sure you have one. Good luck finding it with all those.
I can find one. I can find one.
10 minutes later.
I'll find one. Damn it.
I believe you have one. There's no doubt in my mind that you have one.
Nation one. How about that? Nation one. I don't even need to scroll. But I will expand this so we can all see. All right, go right into. God damn it. Rankings globe. All right, so commander level ranking.
Wait, what do you guys mean? I can check their commander level. I don't have to go. I don't have to have a city. I'm looking at it right now.
For your own globe, yes.
No, I'm in Globe 2 right now, looking at their commander level, Woody.
Wait a minute.
You don't need a city. You can. It'll show you commander level in their nation rankings.
It was never because you're only able to see. We'll go into a different thing. We'll just go into
How did you go into it?
Yeah.
I'm going through the nations like what he just did through the globes, and then I look at their rankings, and
Oh.
you scroll down, and commander level is
No.
right above. Is right below commander island ranking.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what? See.
No, that woke up.
See, I just learned something. I probably knew it, but just didn't realize I knew it. But thank you for that. Let me get the fuck out of Nation One. They don't. I'm not even sure if they like me here. You guys see
I know 700. I know 700 doesn't like you.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh, I've been badmouthed for making a comment on your thing in my GC chat. Oh my god, the guy won't stop now.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad for them because I put
Not
them
anymore.
Well, I feel bad for them because I put them on the blacklist. And the only reason I put them on the blacklist, and I kind of understand why they did it, is because they went really heavy in recruiting, and they bubbled. There was a few fights like that I didn't even know about. So I was just looking at bubbles the whole time. I mean, so I had like one recording. So it's like I'm not going to fucking make a video off one recording. It'd be like literally, all right, guys, this is it, and it's over. Like, and I feel bad, but I mean, I was kind of pissed because 700 and 736, we are very competitive against each other. It's not that we don't like each other; it's just we're very competitive, and they didn't fight. So I was like, "What the fuck, guys?" Maybe I will take them off the blacklist because they do fight other nations.
Oh, you wouldn't take them off if you looked at all the stuff they said in GC chat.
In my or in your GC chat? Oh, let me
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Let me guess. Woody's a pussy. Woody's a liar. So on and so forth.
Oh well, no, they've been dogging me over saying fact. That's all I said in your deal. Funny.
But I mean, if you think about it, I see their point. Okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I see their point. They trying to fight K and me at the same time with someone with a nation that doesn't have a strong city such as ours. You're taking that risk of being fucking zeroed out. I see that point. You know what I mean? I see it. So, oh, we got a
They could have fought
donation.
the second and third alliance, though.
I mean, well, no. See, I gotta clear something up. They say that I tell my second, third alliance that they can't fight. That is absolutely 100% true. Not true, because
They said true.
I always said true. Not true, because I've never told them not to fight unless it's the last like half hour or an hour, and we got the lead by like 50 million points, and that's it. Like, or like the tyrant. It's that close. Like, guys, don't don't do this. That'd be like the only reason I would say, guys, don't fight. We got the win already. Just stay fucking bubbled. But like daring it, by all means. If they can get points anywhere, by all means. Because my second and third ranked alliance, they're really good at hiding troops. Now, of course, there are a few that are not, and they get found. But so sounds like a lot of people are going to have to start investing into skill books until they get the comprehension and the other things that you're going to need to do for the unworldly. Because you're talking about switching two comprehensions. So you're going to be switching Loreline's comprehension. The rapid fleet level is what I'm going to be switching. I don't even know why I switched it. I'm at fucking level 1 right now. Oh, wow. Tom Daster donated. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Everything helps, brother. Thank you so much. Um, Donate $10 or £10. I'm sorry. I don't know what that. I think that's actually will turn into like pounds. Will turn into like maybe $12, $12. I'm very happy with that. Thank you. But yeah, so we're talking about switching the rapid fleet. You're always going to want to have the fuel, and you're going to want to have this, the draft. I'm not really too worried about it too much, but I'm definitely going to switch to speed because if you think about it, fleet speed, you're speeding there until you get there anyways, right? Who cares about how fast you're going? You're hitting 50 till you get there, and that's being real.
The only problem with doing that, Woody, I mean,
Yeah.
switch your skill, but I wouldn't raise the levels because once you use those, you can't reset those.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. I used to have comprehension on here, and it's
Yeah.
very low, and to the point where I was like, I'm not gonna waste that leveling up a fucking speed. You know what I mean?
hmm
So that's something I got to work on the comprehension on that one, and then I'm thinking about doing. Well, what would I trade on my Morgan? I would probably take the increased fleet speed as well and switch that on the unworldlies, unless I'd have to switch this one, the allied defense level. Yeah, I'd have to switch that one. Draft is not too useless. So drafting comes in effect if you get recruit speed as well. So if you get recruiting the draft, you can get a whole bunch more, and then if you upgrade the recruiting speed, it kind of plays in effect to where it's kind of good. But yeah, Big Bird says not if you're recruiting over 1 billion. No, you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on that at all. So
Just less
Morgan,
time you have to click the buttons.
I mean, yeah. So Morgan and Loreline, everyone's gonna want to switch those. Find which one that you guys don't want. Always keep the first aid. Make sure you got the first aid and you got the healing speed. Okay, don't ever switch those off. You need them no matter what. On your Morgan, if you do decide to use Morgan or just use Braveheart, you can see there's plenty of to switch. I just don't have none to use it, but I'll be switching my Morgan. Now, with Morgan on the Unworldlies to switch it for the monster experience, I would have to switch something like increased fleet speed. So, I mean, I'm going to go fucking slow as fuck. But, like I said, 50 till you get there. So I'll switch that one on Morgan. And then Loreline, I think I have the same thing, fleet speed. I'll switch. Do I or do I not? This will be a tough one. Yeah, I would switch this one down here. Increase fleet speed when attacking. I would switch that one to monster experience bonus right here, and that will give the full ride. Full. So, is that what you guys would do too? Pretty much like because all the other ones, they're like once you switch it. I wish I never switched it. Honestly, I wish I never did. Because this is gonna suck. I'm not too worried about this because I'll get those. I'll get triple S really quickly with Laureline. But it's the skill books. It's gonna take me a little bit and then level that up, get that out of there. But yeah, hey, have you guys noticed the verse match, Wasteland Showdown? The matchup kind of really sucks for like me. For me, I have 183 ranked number one alliance. Let me show you. Let me first show you what we have.
Did you get a harder opponent finally?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We did too. We finally got a hard opponent. I was shocked.
So we got 841s and 139 and
Nice.
a few 38s up to
It's gonna be
18.
fun.
Now let's go check out 183, our opponent. Yeah, they're gonna do what we did to other people, but they're gonna do to us. All right, 183 is somewhere in here. What's that? Right here. Let's check these guys out. They got 1341s, 3140s, up to 3140s.
You fucked.
Yeah, and then the 39s just fucking they go forever. They go to 59 or 60, and then the rest of 38s. I'm fucked. Now, I didn't take a look at the top if they're all in the same alliance, but I'm assuming being. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on? Am I looking at the right fucking nation? Hold on. That's what happens when you don't sleep. Yeah, 183 MSG, ranked 1. Okay, MSG. How are they ranked 1? When only one of their 41s. We actually might, yeah, we're going to win this one, maybe. How are they ranked?
Go look at their alliance power ranking, Woody, just real quick.
Well, I want to look and see how many other MSGs. So 141, 1, 2, 141, 140, a 39. Oh man. 239s, 339s, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so we actually might win this one. Well, I'm not gonna say that because the rest of them are all 38s. They go for a mile, so I'm not gonna say that. It'll definitely be a tough ride. And you said look at what?
Alliance power rankings, just to understand why they're ranked number one.
Yeah, Alliance Power Ranking.
A little bit up,
Yeah, right there.
right there.
4, 5.
So they're just super split. That's why.
Well, what's all the VP at? I remember going against Vegeta before. This is the nation, guys. This is the nation that I first found out about T-Force. Is going against this guy right here, Vegeta. Yeah, they're not even top heavy with BP. How the fuck? I don't understand how they're rank 1. This makes no freaking sense whatsoever. 100, 200, 300. Okay, I see now they're starting to come into play. in the 80s and 90s. Well, good thing they can only bring too many troops, right? All right, Butter says draft increased the amount to recruit, but linearity, linearity increased the time it takes. It doesn't help the speed at all, and speed is all that matters.
Draft just lets you recruit more troops at one time. It doesn't affect the speed of the recruiting, is what he's saying.
This right here does. Right here. Hold on.
Yeah, recruitment speed, not the max number of
No, no,
troops.
that's the other one. Yeah, yeah, that's rapid. Whatever you call it. Forgive me. This one right here, draft. Yeah, that's how many how much you can extra recruit past what the bottom line is. That's my bad. That's my bad. I got a little confused. Doesn't take much nowadays, especially this early in the morning or night, as it is for me. I'm looking through the YouTube chat. We have any advice that we can give some of these newer players, guys? Or did I pretty much hit it on a nail? Anyone? All right. Well, so we got what do you guys all have for your verses? Because like I said, I have 183, and you guys said you guys have some more tougher opponents. So what are your tougher opponents? Like Tip, who are you up against again? Just the Tip.
We got 550.
550
Yeah.
against you guys?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we're gonna win. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's a harder opponent than what we've ever had by
Okay.
far.
I was gonna say, and I honestly 550 would be a dream nation to merge with. Just gotta find them first, because they're very I've seen them all the time on the rankings. So where the fuck are they?
Oh, they're good. There's no issue with them. They're solid.
Yeah, they're real. They're waiting for. They got their second merge, didn't they? Or are they still waiting for the second one?
No, they got their second merger.
Oh, so they're done for a while then.
Yeah, they get you. Alive? Did you say alive?
Alive? What?
But did you say a while?
Yeah, they have a while.
No, they're not gonna get no more mergers.
Well, maybe in like 5 years if they're still around.
Okay, I can go with that.
That's what I said. Like that's what I meant by a while. But I mean, they're pretty strong at what they are with 1041s and what they have.
Sure.
That's that would be like compatible to where what we well maybe not. They got a lot of 39s and a lot of 38s. Well, yeah, this would be compatible to our nation. Honestly, like for like a strongest commander of our nation. They got a few more 41s than we do. They got two more 41s. They got two more 40s and a lot more 39s than us. But let me see the power. I guess that's gonna. Oh, he would be compatible, but we would still lose. We'd get our ass kicked. We would definitely lose that one. I'm just being real. Who does Holbrook got? 460.
Second alliance in 460.
What? How do you get so lucky? That's is it because you guys
We
won
haven't-
it before?
I think it's because I booted Vegas. We haven't had a tough we've had fun matchups, but we've been able to win every single one since I booted Vegas.
So that tells me that the algorithm for matchups, at least in that event, is with the nation or the Alliance BP.
Yeah, of course I'm guessing, but that's what it feels like.
Well, I mean that honestly, back in the days when trying to trying to get a good void matchup, people used to leave alliances, and also take their officers off, switch them off. The week, or I want to say a couple days before the announcement came out, void people. So, I mean, it's possible they might be doing matchups on that like that.
Yeah, so our very first Wasteland ever, we played Ronaldo Pau,
Ow.
and that was rough.
How'd you win
and
that? How'd you win it? Because you guys haven't lost a single one yet.
no, we lost our very first one,
Okay.
and I was like, this is fucking stupid. There's no reason to have Vegas in here inflating our BP if we're going to get opponents like this. So that was kind of one of the reasons that we ended up finally pulling the trigger. And like I said, it seems to have worked out.
Has Vegas given up?
He still shields. He was shielded last KE. He just, I don't know. He claims he's coming back, but doesn't respond to anything. So who knows?
Maybe waiting for a merge.
Yeah, that's the rumors. He's waiting for a merge. But also, I'm trying to build pretending he's never coming back. So I don't really think about it.
That would be the best bet to do, is just pretend he's not coming back and deal with it that way. And if he does, wow, thanks, cool. That's awesome, you know. But when he comes back, I mean, he's. I'm not saying he's not strong, but he's very far behind right now.
Yep.
Like whale wise, which it won't take him too long to catch back up. But I don't know. He's gonna be playing catch up with you, and I know that because you have that title, you ain't gonna let that one go just as easy, are you?
I mean, I'll just keep doing my thing. I don't mind being the 5th strongest in the nation as long as the team's winning. And already some of the other players have passed him in like officer power. His 2 of his farms, not his main.
Yeah.
But like, we're moving on. And if he wants to come in and dump a truckload of cash, and all 4 of them pass me again, fantastic. I don't need to fight him for that. I just want the team to win.
I mean, I feel you on that. K138 passed me up, and I was actually happy as fuck that he did. I know that sounds weird, but in my eyes, it's like, fuck yeah. Now we've got 2 fucking monsters.
I mean, it's a team game, so it doesn't really matter to me how pretty my city looks. I just want to see us at the top of the event rankings.
Oh, dude, yeah. You're gonna hold that for a while.
We're getting up there finally, man. Like, we took first in Wasteland in our whatever faction. I think we're up in the top 50 polar. We're in the top 100 Elite Wars. Everything's working out pretty well without him. So if he doesn't come back, whatever. And if he does, fantastic.
Okay, so Blur TV in a YouTube chat is asking, I'm like, I want to try new things. If you switch out 3 long-range experts and add melee expert instead, so your melee HP can be 2300 plus, and sacrifice 3 long-range attack experts, what would your thoughts be about that idea, Woody? Isn't that the same idea that you had?
Yeah, I did it in the past, but I did it before officer equipment and warfare. The warplane equipment. I would give it a try. I mean, I'm not going to personally give it a try right now because my build changes every day with the warplane stuff. But I've been thinking a lot about it. If you have a ton of golems and your golems are giving damage reflection, then you would want those golems to have as much HP as possible. And so they're kind of like a little regenerating attack machine. I don't know if it's worth giving up your main attack, but there might be some interesting combination, like give up your main attack, take those melee experts, keep your melee where it is, keep your golems really high, and then maybe you can get rid of a melee HP in your drill masters and take another reduction.
God, it's so man, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. But it's so hard. I know that you were able to do it, but like for a player like me, I'm just like, oh man, do I do it? You contemplate on it for a while till one day you're just like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Do it.
So if I was talking to that guy on the phone, I would say, what do you care about the most? So if you just want to win in the uranium mines, then maybe you need the maximum attack that you can get. But if you're playing group battles, it might be better to give up a little bit of attack for some reductions because your attack bonus is only your troops. But if you're reducing all of the troops attacking you, it can have a greater impact.
is true. Yeah, a huge impact actually.
Yeah, we all test in the uranium mines and pretend like that's the answer, but what you really would love to test with is like you versus 20.
Yeah, I do much better when I'm solo against people. Like I'm not
Yeah, I try
talking
to.
What a waste! What a waste of cash though with Vegas. God.
I don't
It's
think
fine.
Holbrook's like I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
It's not my problem. I mean, it's a weird gift to have a nation that relied way too much. I think this applies to a lot of nations. If your nation has a whale or a real killer whale or multiple whales, if your nation doesn't grow correctly, then everybody else is weak. And you hit a turning point where the one whale can't carry you anymore. And now the rest of your team is weak. And that sucks. And if we would have just kept going that way, what if me and Vegas just stayed strong and kept carrying the nation, but everybody stayed weak? We're still going to hit that point, and that point will suck.
Yeah.
So now we hit it early, and now we brought 98 to the last polar. We beat nations we shouldn't have beaten just with participation. So it's kind of, I'm not saying I'm glad he's gone. I'm not. That would be stupid. But we're in a better place now. Now the nation is strong versus one player is strong.
I can verify that as well. You guys are super strong. We went up against you, so I can definitely verify that.
Thanks, man.
Well, less power if he's not playing, and probably better matches for you, which you're seeing already.
Yeah, we're down to 5.7 billion for nation power. We verified it in global, like we all can now. And like we've previously talked about on this podcast, it seems like the lower you get that, maybe if Camel ever even does another merge, it'll increase our chances. So in a weird way, he's kind of, I still won't ever pretend he's doing us a favor, but we're making the best of it.
Right.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
I'm gonna take
Holbrook, honestly, bro, you have the best mindset, because think about it like this. Everyone keeps talking to you about Vegas, 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 right? Let's say he does come back. Okay, but let's just say, how do we know he's not going to do this shit again? So, like you say it, bro, fuck relying on the guy already. He already abandoned you guys for whatever his reason is. You're moving on. If he comes back, okay, wow, but it's not saying that he won't do it again, right?
Look at Bossman.
Go ahead, Woody.
Sorry, look at Bossman. What happened in 581? He left for a while, came back, and then left again, and then decided, I'm gonna start attacking my own nation. And then
I think this is someone from 770 would have to verify, but I think he did it before they merged also. So this is actually the second time, which in a weird, totally says what Bryce just said is true. But it also means maybe there's a chance he comes back.
Yeah.
And then there's also another weird thing. Like, he doesn't play every single event. And now that we have 98 players participating in events, am I going to kick someone that shows up to every event for massive castles that show up for half of the events?
No,
surely
you're better keeping the smaller ones if the bigger don't join.
Surely we will, but it's going to be an awkward conversation of like, hey, man, I have to kick out an active player for you. So I'm going to need you to show up and probably give somebody else access to your accounts for at least no loss events. Because if we're kicking out active players, I need your cities active too.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
You're 100% right on that. Man, my mic sucks today.
I hear you fine on Discord.
Well, yeah, on Discord, but on YouTube, the mic isn't going anywhere where it should be. Let me see if I can switch it around a little bit. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. That's why. It should be much better, or at least somewhat better now. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. I've already posted in my GC chat that I'm probably not even going to do GC this season. It's just, in my eyes, it's kind of not worth it. We did 3 seasons in a row, and literally, even when we try to be competitive, we couldn't. Like, there's no way we're going to win this one. So it's like, do I go ahead and spend all that money on the speeds, the heals, the ports, stuff like that, knowing we're going to lose already? Or do I or do I let like some, or I'm not even gonna say let because they'll just walk over us 744, 756, 732. And I hate to say it, but 722, they're probably gonna hit finals as well.
I think you're not the only one thinking this, Woody. I'm the same way. But then 52 wants to try for global conquest, and lots aren't enthusiastic about it.
So you said 32 is gonna try, or 52? I mean,
50,
Hell yeah.
52's.
52. Yeah, they're trying to push for it, but I don't think it's worth it.
Well, they
You've
would.
got 255, and they win practically every time. So
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing. And I even told Camel this, like, guys, it's. I'm not gonna spend when I know I'm gonna lose. The whole not merging now. I think Lee got in Big Bird actually touched on this one of the last lives that we did. It's no one getting merged. There's no chance. You already know who the winner is going to be. Now,
yeah,
if there was if nations got merged, it'd be a different story. Like they said, the excitement would be different because now there's a possibility that you can win. But I mean,
yeah,
only level up the same cities that you have, and if last season you only got 30 people to show up per round, it's going to be the same 30 people, just a little bit stronger cities. And got to remember, these other nations have stronger cities too as well. So it's going to be the same kind of thing as last year
I mean,
or
it's
last
always
season.
255 that wins. So
Yeah. Now,
Woody, can I offer a slightly different perspective?
yeah,
And
please.
people should take it with a grain of salt because I'm in one of the nations that will play because we're going to defend our title. But if you're in a nation that, post merge would like to try and GC, there's nothing stopping you from going in and not spending on speeds or anything, but work on your team game. Work on your time attacks on towers, work on your time attacks on the core, build up some of those building blocks that you're going to need for the future. And if you make it literally no spend, I think you're accomplishing the same goal in terms of sending a message to Camel. Because I guess that they look more at the revenue than the player participation, although I could be wrong on that. And, it can be another source of free merit. I was having this conversation about EW with some of the folks in the younger nations the other day. And like, I get that there's a wall that you hit with EW because you come up against older nations and the time lag and the participation difference becomes too great. But it's just another source of merit to a certain extent. That's the way I feel about Iron Blood is, you can go in and play without spending and get some cheap merit. So I think there are two opportunities for nations who don't really want to compete or spend. You can go in and work on some of the tactical building blocks that you'll need to be successful in the future. If GC is something that you'd like to do post merge, then you can work on those tactics now. And also, it's not a very high point burden to get to the max merit per round. So, take all that with a grain of salt because I'm in one of the nations that is going to play. But that was something was thinking about yesterday.
I understand that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try the merit thing, absolutely, and you're absolutely right. With the whole revenue thing, if you just show up and without the revenue, I mean, people were doing that in Chaos Land and getting merits, and all of a sudden they took that away because people stopped spending in that event. So, if we're being real, if we're not getting mergers anymore, in my eyes, let's bring a different event and get rid of GC.
Do you think they should bring a new event called Polar?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never. I would honestly, I wouldn't mind the Wasteland Showdown to be like a new thing, but if they made it to where other nations or other alliances, other players from different nations can play with you underneath the same order. at the same time, same alliance. You guys like Holbrook, me and Holbrook going there, stuff like that, or me and Justin Tip going there. That would be an awesome thing, and it would bring not only the community but the game alive if you're able to do that.
They could fix GC by just making deals explicit and actually allow you to spend, I don't know, $10,000 to set a union, and then the people in the union can attack together.
Now, what do you mean by union? Like the unions in your own nation, like rank 1 and 2 or 3?
Greater than what it is in your own nation. So a GC where, let's say, we all know 567 wants to topple 621, right?
Right.
And they may or may not. I have no comment on that. But if you could actually pay 10,000 gold to say my nation and this nation are going to fight together, and 567 could spend 10,000 or 20,000 and have some type of union's the wrong word because we already use that, but like merging, that's the wrong word too. But they can attack together, basically. Like if right now they can have a deal and it's just quiet, but they can't attack together. But if Camel could actually allow you to pay so it's explicit, and then you can even attack together in towers. And I'm not just talking about 567 or 621. You and I both won't play this GC because we expect Archie to win, or somebody that whatever
pretty much
figures it out.
Pretty much.
But if you and I could actually have an in-game feature where you and I can hit a tower together, that would change Global Conquest.
It would, but if you were in Union, you have to be in like same. It'd be like it wouldn't be nations anymore. It'd be like Union 1, Union 2, Union 3. Because then who's going to stay in the tower at that point? Is it going to be your nation or my nation? So we would have to like work as a group.
Split the points. That might be the trade-off.
But who's still gonna stay in the tower?
Both of you stay in the tower and you split the points, or it's by ratio of troops in the tower. It's not that complicated math.
Or just balance the matchups. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Fix GC. Good luck. I'll wait for that.
You got Polar, you got Wasteland, you got all these other events that they try to balance stuff, except for one thing, and that's GC. The engineer, whoever does GC, I think he can only count to a certain number, and then he stops and starts over again.
I think the engineer got shot in the neck last night.
He needs.
It's too soon. Sorry, but hey, I think
humans are.
I can't backpedal. I can't backpedal on that one, dude. Too soon. Way too soon. I actually love the guy. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. Anyways,
I also think humans are petty. And remember, they did add some type of spend to GC, and everybody lost their mind. And so I wouldn't be surprised
That's because the nations that were stronger were paranoid that the weaker nations would have somewhat of a chance.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Facts.
Right.
Or or the stronger nations would now have to truly spend a lot more to still win instead of just coast. And I'm not picking on 255, but we all know you go face them in Fuller. None of them really need the speed. They just slow walk and crush you.
That is true.
But people are petty, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if Cam was like, we tried to fix it and you guys acted like idiots. So, we don't care anymore.
Only the older nations acted like idiots, just to clarify that.
Well, no, honestly, it was more than just this game. So War and Order had the same complaint. That's why they took it out as well. It was a cross game that had to complain about that. So when they put that in our game, they put it in War and Order, they put it in Space Galaxy and everything like that. And all three of their games. And they all complained about it until where they had to yank it.
They should allow you to adjust fleet size or something. I think that would help. Something like that to help balance it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, guys, you don't think Camo has seen a decline in their revenue from GC because of this bullshit? I mean, like I've seen
massive decline, 50% plus easily.
Why not try to fix that? I mean, maybe they thought they were gonna fix it when they added those bullshit items, and then realized, nope, that was a bad idea too.
I think it depends if that money actually disappeared or if it just moved. Like, if you see a decline in Elite Wars recently, does that mean Elite Wars is worse, or does that mean people are just spending on Wasteland also?
Yeah, True. That's one way to look at it.
I don't have the
I
answers. I'm
wouldn't.
just thinking through it.
I wouldn't mind a 7-day showdown where you like do the commander but have a 3-day kill. And well, we'd have to teleport somewhere which isn't anywhere on the maps.
What if
And
I like your
go
idea, but how
against.
about this? Let's add a little spice to your idea. What if, like, you know how they do this head of state stuff, where they do a 3-day kill event, but each day you go to a different nation?
Yeah, that would also be interesting.
That will make all the farmers cry.
True.
I don't
They
have
did
any
have something
bubbles.
in the head of state.
I
They
don't
did
have
away
any
with it.
gold.
Yeah,
I don't have any gold to shield.
they had the ancient battleground, but too many people cried.
Yeah, but
Yep.
here's the thing: that someone normal cry is, I don't have enough gold to shield. But the moment you hit them, when their shield drops, they're in a shield for like 2 weeks, a month. But you can't shield for a day for void because you don't have enough gold. But then the moment you get hit,
They're bubbled.
you're bubbled for 6 months. Where did that gold come from then?
Facts. That is so facts right there.
I mean, come on,
And
guys. Camel gave free 5 8-hour bubbles now, so you're already good for what is it? Whatever, how many
but
hours
they're
that is.
free. But remember, they're free. So they're free. They means they have to save them. They're free for emergencies, like when they get hit, or like when you hit someone and you zero him and then he bubbles up. Why are you bubbling? You're zeroed now.
Because
Hey,
Hey,
You
Woody,
get a new one every couple days.
Come on.
they still think they're safe. I don't know.
Dude, honestly, I'm sure you guys have seen it over and over again. You zero someone in Void or in your nation, and they bubble. And I always think, why are
Yeah,
you bubbling? No one's going to take
I've
your
seen that.
resources.
Is
No one
Iron
needs
Blood going on right
resources.
now?
Obviously, if you're an asshole like me and Woody, then you would just carry on hitting them and taking their resources.
That is what I do.
Because I did that in Void. Like, I played Void the last event, and some guy was just sitting there being a douche. You know, he was like hitting and then hiding. So every time I hit him, he would hide the troops. I was like, "Fuck you!" Then I'll just keep hitting you. I just get 5 fleeting over and over again. Obviously, my resources were max, and then he realized, "Fuck, this guy's just draining me. I have to bubble."
Or let's go.
Hey, Woody,
Unless they're
has
trying
anybody
to.
been tracking the GC like activity per se? The previous one?
Does anyone even care about GC anymore?
What's GC?
I'm curious if it's less than last year, how we would know, I guess is what I'm saying.
I mean, are you talking about like tracking wise, like what nation dropped down, or?
Yeah, no. We know that already. I'm referring to like how many people don't show up. You know, like used to be you had 250, then 200, then 180, then 150. Now we're down to 120. I mean, and there's nations with less than that are showing up.
No.
There's even some that have 0 show up.
I know
So I'm
that.
just curious if anybody tracked that.
I know 923. They didn't show up last season.
Do the
I have
newer
an idea.
nations play GC more than the older nations now?
No, especially in the newer nations, they have 1 million bots, so it's tough to play GC with 1 million bots.
And then, I mean, you know what? I was explaining to Campbell about that too. With all these new nations that have only 50 real players, I mean, they're gonna have to rely back on the older people for like revenue. You know what I mean?
So what's the most popular game now then? If it's like, sorry, I've been out of it. I've not played for a while. So what's the most popular event now?
I'm gonna say I like Wasteland Showdown.
I haven't even played it, not even once yet.
Yeah, I like Wasteland Showdown. To me, I think that's fun.
I
I
did
think
get the
Polar
free
is still,
skin, by
or
the
not
way.
Polar, but Iron Blood is still the most popular, to be honest.
Which one?
Yeah.
I think Iron Blood's still the most popular.
Yeah, I think Iron Blood
because
is
it
because
gives people,
everyone just goes all out, and then
it gives people who don't have T13s a chance to experience them.
well, Iron Blood is
The
just
little
a
guy has a
substitute
chance.
for. It's a substitute for thing, isn't it? The other one, Chaos Land. That's literally what it
Yeah,
is.
but Chaos Sign's different because it allows the whales to go in there with their high ass BP. Whereas Polar, everybody's limited to a certain amount of troops they can take. So I don't want to say it levels the playing field, but it definitely makes it a hell of a lot closer than Chaos Land.
Oh yeah, no,
Same
definitely. But I think Chaos Land is still always going to be the ultimate favorite, just because you can just go gung ho all out, not worry. And the reason why I used to like Chaos Land is not so much I could just go and kill people. It was a training ground to see
I could go with that.
how many of you would take to zero someone. So if obviously if
Yeah, I agree
100
with that.
million BB came, you try it in Chaos Land because then you can kind of replicate it in Void.
Well, you
I
can
doubt.
still expand your fleet in Chaos Land too.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Just not
Yeah, of
not
course.
as
No, of
much
course.
as in
Of course, you kind of have to
in
factor that in as well.
Armor.
Obviously, that used to help because all I used to do is just do fleet size and nothing else. And then I'll be hitting people and just completely zeroing them out, even though like 120 BP or whatever.
I doubt there's any nation above 1,000 that cares about Chaos Land, and probably a lot of them have never even heard of it.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
they
agree.
probably haven't. There's a lot of events we've done that these new guys are not even exposed to at all.
Yeah, so there's this guy in 1038, Kent, and I've been talking to him about his nation. He actually wants to hop on Sunday night and talk about like just what life is like up in 1038. And based on talking to him, it's definitely a lot different. They're a Void nation too. Like they still love Void, but they don't really play anything else
I
just
think
because of the
anyone who
bots.
downloads this game should love Void. That's the main reason why we downloaded this game. And I think that should be the main focus
Lies.
of Camel.
Lies. We downloaded the game for tower defense, Goat, and you know it.
Yes,
That's right.
that was the first thing, right? And then obviously we all fell in love with Void. Even the ones that we used to lose troops. I had someone message the other day in a group going, "Hey, I lost this many troops. Is it worth using the potion?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "If they're fucking dead, they're dead. You don't need to get them back again. You know, if you get
I
hit,
delete
it's
them.
different.
Like I
If you
delete
get
them.
hit, yeah, if you get hit, then fair enough. But if you're attacking, wait, life before the void potion, we was attacking, and you know, when they were gone, they were gone. You know, they're fucking ghosts. You don't need to get them back."
That's true.
I
By the
agree
way,
for sure.
I did play the last season though, the two seasons. I played the two, it was round 2 and round 3. Ended up getting that skin, that
Mhm.
bloody red one, God of Killing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So that looks quite really good actually on my mantelpiece. I saw it and I was like, shall I go for it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get it once, then I won't need it ever again. But yeah, I got like 5 billion points or something in total.
That had been a pretty penny.
Void was nice. Like, oh man, we played 2 for someone, I think. Like there was a lot of killing going on. It was that guy, what's his name?
I don't know.
Not Taiwan. What's his fucking name again? He changed his name. Not Needles, the other one. Oh, I forgot his name now. I forgot his name. Some guy. He's quite strong, very strong. But that nation, like, they're like us. They had like saturated C41s amongst so many alliances, and I keep coming across nations now where it's split across 3 alliances. Like the strong are not in one alliance anymore. They're just split. Whether it's an argument thing or a difference, or people just don't give a shit anymore, and they just want to play with their friends.
Yeah, that might be it. They just don't give a shit anymore.
I'm
Well, I think
noticing a lot more 41s and 39s just dumped as well in lots of states.
oh
They're
god,
more
yeah,
alliance.
you see them floating around like C41's dead, C40's dead.
There's more alliance events, Goat. So it's not as much. It's not as important to have the super alliance if and only if you focus on the events that are alliance events.
But most of them are, right? Polar, Elite Wars, the new Wasteland thing, they're all alliance.
That's what I'm saying.
So you do need a strong alliance. You can't have it across 3 different alliances, can you?
Well, unless you.
But if your battle power goes down, you're playing weaker opponents.
Yeah, that's just people like Raz who do that.
Except in GC.
That's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't obviously you still want the super alliance if you're playing nation events. But if you're playing alliance events and you just have lower battle power and you can beat the people with the same battle power, then and your alliance is happy, you probably don't care. And that might even be a good approach if you're in a nation that
That's
can't
just
get
a
a
rat.
merge.
That's a rat approach, mate. That ain't no good approach. Don't play this game and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna lower my BP so I can face someone weaker," or "I'm
Go,
gonna."
Well,
go.
I mean,
That's
well,
nice. That's
no. I agree with Goat. You know why I agree with Goat? Because lately I'm getting matched with like nations way down in the ancient nations, like nations that I should not be up against.
but you haven't killed your farms. Your battle power is too high, man.
Yeah, we're at like 8
Dude,
right now.
You play this game to play the best, or be one of the
Goat.
best, or come a cup at the best and do your best.
How many
Not
merges do you have, Goat?
3.
So those of us with one merge
Yeah.
can't really can't play like. I mean, it's easy for you with 3 merges to say you should focus on nation events. Those of us that have 1 merge, it's easier to just focus on building a super alliance and playing alliance events.
Wait, no,
Yeah, but then if you got one, but if you got 1 merge, then you'd face a 1 merge nation, right? You're not gonna go
no,
and face
hell no. I faced 209 in Void, dude. 209. They got fucking 19 nations.
Yeah, but that's because you're in
Or
that
I'm sorry,
nation. That's why.
9 nations. 9 nations.
Yeah, but that's because but your city's like worth like 10 people, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Well, and Hallbrook, Woody brought up a good point. It's really not. People focus on, do I have 1 merge or 2 mergers? But when you're comparing it to the old nations, you can't even look at it like that. You got to look at it like Woody just said. How many nations are in those mergers?
Yeah.
Because that's a huge difference in what Holbrook has. Holbrook has a 1 nation to 1 nation.
One nation to
not
1
1
nation.
and 3, 1 and 5, none of that crap.
That's right.
Honestly, dude, I agree with you. I get it. Do you know what it is? Blame Camel for not fucking fixing this whole shit up.
I blame you.
Yeah, blame me. Yeah, everyone blames me.
Blame you.
Even though I quit and I've not been playing for 6 months, dude.
Hey man,
I go into Nation chat and my name's still there, and I'm like, bruv, I ain't even been here for 6 months. Why is my name still there?
Someone's got to blame you. Might as well
Yeah,
You're the goat.
it's always
You're
me.
the goat.
They lose Void and they like, yeah, it's fucking because of Goat because he killed us 6 months ago. I was like, what the fuck?
I've got an idea for you, Woody.
Yeah.
And everyone. So everybody's cranky about mergers, and everybody always says, "Oh, if we could just get people to stop spending, then we could really put the pressure on Camel." And this comes up constantly, right?
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work, of course, because nobody wants to stop spending and fall behind, and you especially don't want to tell your nation to stop spending and fall behind. But it never stops coming up. So right now we have an opportunity to do something similar. And I think it'll prove that idea will never work and we shouldn't even bother to talk about it. But if everybody wanted to send a message to Camel, they could just boycott GC, not the title contenders, but basically everyone but 4 nations in each group could boycott GC completely. And yes, you would give up merit. And I'm sure everyone smart will do what Big Bird said. But this is like a simpler test of the same thing. Can the whole game come together and put pressure on Camel? Everybody always says we should do it via money, and it's never going to happen. We could do it for free here, and it'll just cost you a little merit. And I bet you it still won't happen.
I agree with
all
you
the
on
farmers, all the farmers will go in, and all the normal players will stay out.
Yeah, but the thing is, even the farmers are not even going in. Like,
yeah, nobody goes in.
For the past 2 seasons, our 2nd and 3rd rank alliance didn't even show up. Like, they're not even, the only people that showed up in ours was us, and that was like 30 people. I mean, yeah, I can admit that we can take on quite a bit at a time, but that only lasts for so long, and we can only do 2 rounds.
To be honest, they just need to change GC to something else now. It's just like
it's called Polar.
It's just become stale.
It's called Polar, dude. It's called Polar because they won't do merges.
Every
and
time I don't
event.
play the game, and whenever I do manage to log in to play it on Polar, fucking Big Bird is there somewhere. And he's always, every time, he's fucking... I go to a fucking tower, he goes to the fucking tower.
You know what they say? If you can't beat them, join them.
There you go.
Can't beat them, join them.
That.
I like Wasteland Showdown.
I do too. We all like Elite War, and it's like very close to Elite War, except for you can't just end it real quick. But I like it a lot too.
It's a shame that you can't.
It's a bit like Polar, where you have the towers in the middle, right? And then you got to take it over with the team, I'm assuming.
It's more like Elite War than
you
Polar.
don't have to speed. You don't have to speed exactly, only a bit of speed now and again.
So has anyone been able to kill those towers in the middle on their own, or do you need to actually take a couple of people with you?
Oh yeah,
you need to take quite a lot with you.
I can solo that on my own.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking like a noob because I haven't actually played this event. Like I've genuinely not had the time.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game. The newer nations, they without a whale, yeah, they would definitely need to have a team. Same with the what do they call those floating fucking hired soldiers? They would need a team, but like for a whale, they can solo that.
Okay.
I'm wondering.
So
I really wish they would have not taken out Ancient Battleground before any of us got to try it.
I think the older nations definitely would have liked it. I think that event for sure. because it would have probably got a lot more people back into playing it. I think once they took it out and it was like, oh, it's nothing new. And then they got Head of State, which was just, like we said, a glorified, wrapped up Void, essentially.
Head of State has actually ruined Void and Frenzy, in my opinion. It's allowed people to, do different things instead of just like, surprise, here's your opponent.
Yeah, because you know
Absolutely.
who you're facing now. And I think, to be honest, it's okay when it's Void,
Right.
Frenzy, Void. I fucking hate it when it's Frenzy, Void, Frenzy. It's just like, what is that point? What is the point of that season? Some guy's gonna go out there with 400 million BP who's a farmer and either zero himself or just hit anything and everything. And
I'd just
he'll rack
rather
up all those
3
points.
voids and no frenzy.
Oh, when you mentioned the kill event, yeah, they need to get that back. But they're not. We know they're not gonna, because too many people cry about losing troops. That's why they got the Void potion out. They're kind of killing every event. Every event is not lossless, right? No, loss.
I think
Less.
I think the reason why they're not doing something like that is because how many people do lose troops, okay? And you got to remember the free to play players, they do take part in, in attack and stuff like that. So if they get zeroed out right away, they're not going to heal the troops. They're literally done for almost a year.
Yeah.
So
Or they
Yeah,
give
I
up.
know. Yeah, but still, man, Void is Void at the end of the day. Do you understand? And it's like, if you compare every single event, you have one event that's loss,
so
and
you
everything else is lossless.
well, so in your eyes, in the ancient nations, when you got 9 to 10 to 15 to 19 nations inside, it doesn't matter if you lose one of your whales because you got 10 others to back you up. Versus a nation like mine, or one that's only got one nation, or nations that don't even have a whale, they get zeroed out. That whole nation's done for a year.
Well, if you're a whale and you get zero, then you're a dick. I'm
Well, I
sorry.
mean, if you go against nations like yours when you have 70
No, no,
people,
no. If you're a whale and you are the leading the nation and you're one of the top players and you get zeroed, you're a fucking idiot. Because you shouldn't be. You are one of the top players. You lead by example. You get fucking zeroed. That's your fault, mate. You should be playing smart. Don't go into a nation that you can't hide all your troops, or go in with people, hide your troops. If you've got enough to send out 5 fleets, send out 5 fleets. Use the 6th one, use the 7th one that we've taught people how to do. If you're that dumb to get zeroed and not know your opponent, I'm sorry, that's on you. You're an idiot.
I mean, you're
I
not
think troops
wrong.
only, like a large
It's
amount
still
of troops.
Sorry, mate. I'm blunt. I say how it is. I don't sugarcoat shit.
Yeah.
either way, it affects the nation, though. Woody's still correct.
What's that?
I don't think troops matter, except for maybe the top 10% of nations at this point. If you're not in the top 10% of nations, you can have 5 fleets. You can play Void, the best event. You can play Polar with your 2 million troops. You can play Iron Blood. You can play Wasteland, because they give you troops in all of those too, and you can't even take more. So even the whales don't need more than 2 million troops.
Troops help, because obviously if you're at a certain number, it makes people think twice before they're going to hit you. But I think, honestly, when I played where I was at a number where I had to either not be able to hide everything or I was able to hide everything, it was more fun. It keeps you on your toes, all the time. Whereas now, I can just port into any nation with 400 million BP. Ain't no one going to hit me. They won't even think twice.
Actually,
Not true.
not true.
Unless
true.
it's 50, 32, or 255.
No, dude, not true, not true.
Nah.
Well,
That
who's gonna hit a 400 million BBC? You gonna give me a
a
nation?
lot of people will. 385
5,
Like,
6,
will.
7 would.
567 would. We just seen 1070 zero out of 220 million BP with like 34s and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Woody,
This
you just said it. A 1070 nation hit a 200 million BBC.
a 41,
1070
dude, a 41, a strong
okay,
41.
a 1070 nation can hit me with 80 people, right? You ain't zeroing me, mate. It's gonna hurt you more than me. Because you gotta understand, I've got time on my side. I've got a C that's pretty much max. They're 1080, or they're gonna have one big whale
Well,
who's
yeah,
probably bought the whole shot.
they're not gonna zero you, but you'll never see 1080 or 1070. You'll never see.
That's what I'm saying. So obviously, that's what I'm saying. So obviously, when you're facing, like, for example, I get it. There are people like in the 600 nations who will try it. I get it. They will try it because they've got someone like Ronaldo who is maxed out and has got everything. But you've got to understand the 70 or the 50 other people behind him ain't got shit. So those ones are going to get hurt bad. Yeah, you might scar me a bit. I might lose a couple of troops. But mate, all those other guys are gonna lose a ton of more. So that's why they wouldn't try it.
No, but they will try it because they don't care about troops like you do because the new events don't matter as much.
That's the
for
brilliant
troops.
thing. You've hit the nail on the head. They don't care about troops. Any nation or any player who does not care about troops is always gonna be in my top 10. Those are the people that I would love to play with.
Go. There's
Does
people
anybody
who
know how
recruit
big
and
that
delete
41
troops
and
now.
333 was?
What's that?
I said there was a 41 and 333 meter that got zeroed the other day. How big was he? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
But I think what's going to even the playing field is if they do a skin for Morgan or something where you can expand the fleet size. That's going to make a big difference. And I think that's the one thing that's lacking at the moment in the game is people can't expand their troops further than that certain number. Or
Well, we
increase
just
the
got
lines.
7,000 on the dragon. Go. We just
Forget-
got 7,000 on the dragon, and
What?
we're about to have 18,000 more. Well, really, it's probably more than 18.
That's
Yeah,
Probably
but
what, 20?
Yeah, but you've been given a flying rat that you've
So
got
you're
to
looking
spend
at
money on.
27,000 more troops. That's a lot.
Yeah, but dude, to get that 27,000 troops, how much you have to spend on that flying rat? It's not like it's there straight away.
Well, okay, we'll say this, okay, and I get that Lee God took on 219, right, and he was at 600 million BP, and he got fucking hit, and he burned, and he even said relatively fast too. I get that it's 219, I get it, but the caliber of Lee God City being fully maxed with he was
No,
stronger.
but once his Titan's gone, he's finished. He's done.
Well,
Once his Titans drop, he's done. He's finished.
oh, absolutely. That goes
So
that goes anyway. Like if
Exactly.
if your Titans dropped, you'd be finished too.
Exactly. So I mean, I get it. I agree with you guys. Of course, these other guys will try it. If I played someone and a 40 came and I've got 90 people, I will try it. I'll be like, no, let's go. But the thing here is the difference between the newer nations up to the older nations, not the ones in between, which are a bit more closer. They're not going to face each other, first of all. But secondly, if they do, because of this stupid algorithm thing that they're doing, they can try, but it's going to hurt. But I think you guys are right. Yeah, you got the flying rat. Yeah, you spend money on it. You expand your fleet. Fair enough. But not everyone's going to have that expansion because everyone's got to spend that money.
You called it a flying rat.
It is a flying rat. We call it what it is, man. A spade's a spade.
It just hit me.
So, I haven't even, the guy who's been playing my city, he's been doing it. I haven't even touched that dragon. I don't even want nothing to do with it. So, there's that. But I think what you need is alliance numbers. They need to boost alliance numbers, and it's going to make the game a lot more interesting. If Camo is looking for ways to get people in, do that. It will make more people join an alliance. Once the alliance is full of more players, they're going to be more active.
The game is interesting, bro. You don't play the new events. Don't say the game's not interesting. Say I don't play the new events.
Tell me what's interesting in the events. What is a new? You only mentioned that elite type war thing. Apart from that, what else is amazing in the game?
I mean,
People like Polar.
The
People
marble
like
shit that you
Wasteland.
got to bloody throw marbles down and get the skin for the rat.
people
No,
do go crazy on that polar. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
Hey,
like
Polar's not
Polar.
new. Polar's not new. Polar has been there for a while.
Woody,
Wasteland,
Lead
Royal
God
Arena.
didn't get zeroed out in Void,
Well, I
did
played
he?
Royal. I actually
Sorry,
lost to bloody
what'd you
Santa
say?
Claus. I don't know how.
Hold on. What'd you say?
Lead God didn't get hit in Void, did he?
No. This is a while back in Frenzy. They 219. It was
Oh, I thought
it was a planned hit. He told everyone do not reinforce, and they didn't. Lee God wanted to see what he can handle. And he'll tell you exactly that. And he figured out that with that amount of people that 219 can bring, it's they can take him down.
Well,
Fuck
I'm
around
just
and found
glad
out.
it wasn't in a Void then.
No, it wasn't a void. It was he would never let someone just hit him.
Then
On a
again,
test on void.
would 219 hit Lead God in Void, knowing that he would probably get 10 reinforcements? Because I remember Lead God made that point. He goes, "Look, if it was Void, and they came at me with that many, and I had about 5 or 6 reinforcements, that's it. I'm good."
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. If you had
So
reinforcements,
you got to look at that as well. So when you do planned, and yeah, people get zeroed, I get it. But when it comes to Void, even though 219 is a very strong nation, and they will try, but they will think twice, because the fact is, even if you hit him with 90 people and he gets 10 people to reinforce him, that's gonna hurt a lot more to you guys attacking than Levi.
And I believe he's at like 750 or maybe even 850 million BP now. So like
Holy shit.
he's I could be wrong, but I know that he's pretty close to max where he's going to be either. I think he said
That's
he stopped.
powerful.
I think he said he stopped recruiting because now he's just using his troops and letting them die. So when
But he's probably got to delete them, right?
so when 44 hits, he'll have some room.
When is that going to be? I know you can't say much.
Uh,
I know the last conversation you said something about, some skin's going to be dropping, but I can't say what.
I didn't say some skin.
Woody, is it possible
you
that
said
they
he
would?
might be a skin, or might be this, or might be that. That's what you said. Which I believe will be a skin.
Is it possible they can increase the troop limits of cities after more higher city levels become available?
Oh yeah.
With the garage, yes.
Anything.
Like, would they increase it to 60 million troops you can have in a city, or will it always stay 50?
In reality, guys, I mean, you don't really need to have all these troops inside a city. It's there. If you remember in the old days, there was a big strategy to where you literally did a defensive time attack.
Well, that don't exist anymore. No one does time attacks anymore.
Oh, well, not
unless
time.
it's just
Let me rephrase that. A defensive speed attack.
Yeah.
That probably fits better.
Do the new nations do time attacks?
I don't know. The new nations new nations only
I remember
have like
we grew
50
up.
people in it.
Yeah, we grew up doing time attacks. I remember like time attacks were amazing, but I don't think anyone ever does that anymore, ever.
The first state I used to play was 91, and we only learned about speed attacking when we merged with 87.
No. Maybe a lot of people didn't do it just because obviously it costs a lot, right, on speed. Everyone kind of wants to stock up until they need to use it in an emergency, I guess.
Yeah, otherwise it was just time attacking in our first ever states when I started.
Yeah. Who's this? Is this Angela or someone else?
No, it's Olympus from 52.
Oh, you're from 52. How is life in 52?
Civil War.
Wild at the moment.
Oh, you guys are back at Civil War again. Fuck me. What happened now?
But they're trying peace again. So how that will go, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if I told you, would you remember when I told you I left 6 months ago and the nation was like, yeah, he left, we're coming together, right? And everything was okay. Literally, 2 weeks later, war started again. I was like, well, so it wasn't me then, was it?
It was always you. It was always
they always celebrate I quit, I retired. And then he's like, okay, no need for the war. And he was like, everyone was like, yeah, see, it was his fault and blah, blah, blah. And then 2 weeks later, war started.
Okay, you got to think about it like this. If there's a nation conflict, and I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of like a real job. If there's shit going on and someone quits a job, who's the first person that's going to blame them? Everyone's going to blame that guy because he no longer works there.
Oh, dude, they had 4th of July for 2 weeks. Then holiday season was over.
You know what I mean? That's the scapegoat. That's the scapegoat. Blame the guy that fucking quit the job.
Yeah, but the funny thing is they lost. We lose every event, but the alliance I play in, they come rank 1 all the time, and you get comments like, "Oh, losing." We're like, we don't care if we lose. We just care if we get rank 1. So I left. No one. Then I came back the other week, didn't I, to play the head of state, and obviously I was around killing everything, and everyone's like, "Shit, this is not the normal guy. That's definitely Goat." Everyone's messaging, "Goat, is this you?" And I was like, "How did you guys know?" They're like, "Well, we fucking know because everything that's open is on fire, so it's definitely you." It was fun. I'll give it. But honestly, dude, I think I don't know if it was Holbrook or someone said, "Oh yeah, you're missing out," on a lot of events. But dude, I came back. I played. I saw nothing different. For someone who left for 6 months, came back and played. All right, fair enough. I didn't play that other
You're
one.
crazy.
Wasteland.
You're crazy. There's literally an event every day. There's an event going on right now.
Yeah,
I know there's a but dude, Iron Blood is not new. Iron Blood is just like we said.
Yeah, but
Wasteland
this
with
is the
money.
point. You're saying there's nothing new and it's boring, and what you're really saying is, I just don't like the new events. Please come fix the events I like. Which Camel is never going to listen to.
No, I'm not saying. I know when I say there's nothing new. Yes, there is an event every day, and they're all events that were spaced out before. Now they're squashed into every day, every other day. But what I'm saying is there's nothing new about the game.
So you played
every
Royal
other
Arena.
Yeah, I played it. I came second actually, and I didn't even try. And obviously, I logged in when I can, but the other guy was playing Santa Claus. Santa Claus actually beat me. I don't know how the fuck Santa Claus beat me, but he beat me.
Sounds like you played a new event then.
He was playing
No,
reindeer
I did play, yeah,
games.
and I think Battle Arena was
He
good,
was playing reindeer games.
but dude, Battle Arena is nothing amazing. It's just you put your fleet in, and then that's it. You know, they fight, and that's it. You don't really do much. What do you do?
Again,
You
to
just put your
you
fleet
though,
in.
bro. To you it might not be anything, but some people might like it.
No, I'm not saying. Like, I'm not trying to come in all negative here, guys. Don't get me wrong.
Bro,
What
you
I'm
come in
trying to
negative
say is,
every time.
what
Oh,
I'm
the
trying to
old
say is,
nations, we need to merge.
Battle Arena is something different. No, I'll give them that. It's something different. But what I'm saying is, you put your fleet in, and then it fights, right? You're not actively doing anything. You know, in this game is about activity. Battle Arena is not activity. It's going in, putting a fleet, and that's it. You know,
Well,
then it happens, and
I mean, that's the case. I mean, it's literally. I mean, it is the same. It is the same thing from when you used to play. Some nations love it. Some nations don't like it. The older nations don't like some of the stuff that the newer nations like. And if we think about it, this game in Camel, the developers are more focused on the new people than the old people.
yeah, it's tailored to the new people because then the new people are gonna enjoy it. It's all new for them. But sooner or later, once you go past, let's say, there's 600 or 500 nations, below the 500s, unless you've got a very good nation or active nation, everyone else don't really care. They're just waiting for merge. And again, when we talk about merge all the time, no, you're not just waiting for a merge. You're waiting for the right merge
Well, you're
because
not.
people are gonna get shitty merges and they're
Well,
just gonna go back into their
well,
shell again.
I mean, this is what I'm failing to understand is everyone wants the merge, and if they don't get it, they're gonna cry about it and go in a shell. You know what? We're waiting for a merge. We're at the point where we don't
No,
even
but
care if we have above
no, but
35s.
what you got to understand, you can get a merge, right? You get a merge. Okay, everyone wants a merge. I get it. 52's crying for a merge, and they're not going to
What?
do the same thing as before.
Let me ask you something. Why do they deserve to have a merge when they've been
No,
merged
no,
nine times already?
I know, but what I'm saying,
Exactly.
look, 52's obviously crying for a merge because they killed everything. Now, when they get another merge,
That's
are they
their
going to
fault.
kill everything? No,
That's
they're
their
gonna
fault
learn their
though.
lesson.
That's their fault
They're going to
though.
learn their lesson. Yes, I know. So they're going to learn their
They
lesson.
should
I
have
get
learned
it.
their
But what
lesson
I'm
4 years.
saying,
They should have learned a lesson 5 years ago.
yeah, and we had this conversation about where if you get a merge and you get a
After the
weaker
second
nation
merge,
and
or
you
the
get
third merge, or the
farmers, what
fourth
are you going to do
merge.
with them? What are you going to do with them? You're going to teach them, right? But again, when you're an older nation and you get a merge and it's not the right merge and you get a weaker players, like you get one extra whale in the nation, right? People aren't going to not going to be happy they got a shitty merge. They're not going to be happy because they haven't really gained anything. Yeah, they got extra players who are now going to take fucking another God knows how long to level up. But if they've merged with a nation that's been playing for 3-4 years and they're not strong, just because they merged with a stronger nation, they're not going to get any stronger. If they're a pile of shit, they're a pile of shit. It doesn't matter if you put fucking
Well,
glitter all over it. It's still shit with glitter. So
we'll say this: if the nations down there are a pile of shit, that pile of shit could still beat me.
no, I
Well,
yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're merging with a nation with someone who has not been actively boosting and spending, just because they've gone merge with a strong nation isn't gonna make them go over what they're already doing now. So the issue people have, it's not, yeah, they want to merge, but me, I will always take a group of players who are active over someone just one strong guy or two strong guys, right? That's me. And that's what majority of people want is activity. You want an active alliance, right? That's what I will take. I will take an active C35 or a 36 over a fucking C41 that turns up every month. That's me. So when you're merging, that's where the arguments come in is you get the merge, fair enough, but you want some like for like. You don't want to end up with merging with a nation where, you got someone like, and no offense, like for example, Needless Nation. Needless Nation, he's the only strong guy in his nation, right? He had
No,
3 average players.
in
All
Ligas
right, well,
Nation, no.
no, Needles, whatever his name is, not Lead God. Lead God has active. So there are nations out there where it's just the one whale guy who's carrying the nation, right? And at some point he's going to get fed up and quit. We've always spoken about this. But that one guy carrying the nation and going merging into another nation who has 5, 6, 7 whales, yeah, for him it's going to be amazing because he now gets to play with like for like people. But as a total nation, that nation who inherits those people are going to be like, what the fuck did we get? We got one extra guy, fair enough. But the rest of them, They're just going to do what they've been doing for the last 4 years.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works in the newer nations, bro. In the newer nations, people aren't relying on camel for merges anymore. They're moving themselves. And
I get it, newer nation. I'm talking about the ones.
yeah, but you're talking about older. You're talking about older nations.
When you say older, I don't mean the 52s and the 30s, bro. You still also got people in the 200s and the 300s. Like they're all struggling the same.
And what nation are we in?
500.
Hold on,
500s as well are waiting for mergers.
I'm saying if there's 1,400 nations and you're talking to me about nation 200, you are the minority by far. Especially considering how many nations have disappeared down there. It's not like it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but when
they've all merged together.
When you got 1,400 nations and Camel spits out a new bloody baby world every other week, right?
Yeah, but those baby worlds are only getting 50 people, and they're botted. They're 50.
So take the numbers. You got 1,400 nations, right? But if you're really and truly look into it, how many of those new nations?
But Camel doesn't do that. Camel doesn't really and truly look into it. Otherwise, they'd solve the bot problem. They like the activity numbers, and so you're arguing on behalf of 15% of the game.
Problem.
No, but if new nation was 50 people, what's the 50
as well? You've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. You know, I'm not doing it for
I can't. I'm in the middle playing. Who is that?
Watching about who aren't winning awards, who aren't millionaires. And
Beef Cannon, turn your fucking mic off.
But go. You got to understand. Go. So the game is 7 years old now, right? Next month, and all these ancient nations and old nations are crying for merges, and it's actually pathetic.
Hey, it's not crying, bro.
Dude,
it's not crying.
No, dude. What nation are you from?
Listen to me. I'm in 900s. Okay, there's nations in the 900s, bro. Almost 3 years old and haven't even got their first fucking merge, and all the OGs keep crying. Like, bro, it is what it is.
Ain't nobody crying though. You got a nation like.
You're in a 900 nation,
like 429.
You're in a 900. You're in a 900 nation, right? And you guys said there's 1,400 nations, right, or whatever, right? Count from 900 to 1,400. Each one of those nations has about 50 fucking players, and then a new nation pops up. Then another 50, and the rest of them are bots and farms. And another one fucking pops up. So you guys want to use this number of 1,400? 1,400 is not. If you look at the ratio, it's bullshit because 1,400. There's 1,400 fucking worlds, but how many of each of those worlds have actually players or as many players as they would have had when there were 200, 300, 400, 500. This is what we're saying. Yeah, there's all these new ones popping up, but the new ones are just full of shit. And yeah, you're from the 900 nation. We're not complaining about merge. You guys need a merge, but that's Camel's problem.
Merge is the number one subject in all of Discords all the time. That's all everyone ever talks about is merges.
Yeah, but then you going, oh yeah, you all nations are crying about it, but then you 900 nations are crying about it, but it's not us or you. It's fucking Camel. They haven't sorted out this shit.
Yeah, but in the new nations, we're moving. In the old nations, you're just crying.
My point is there's nations crying for merges that already had how many? It's like, it is what it is. If your nation sucks,
time out. It's not necessarily, it's not even crying. It's the simple fact of like, bro, everybody deserves merges. It's not, hey, old nations deserve a merger and these new nations don't deserve a merger. It's everybody deserves a merger. Everybody.
But you old nations got your mergers is what I'm saying already.
Yes, and you can see it from your own eyes of watching the gameplay. 255 wins every GC, 425s win every GC. Everybody's winning every GC. That's the same people all the way through and through. What does that mean? That means that everybody is due for a merger. But what's happening? Camel's not merging anybody. Anybody.
Just so you know, we don't win shit, by the way, just so you know. So I don't win anything. Okay, so you can take that out of the equation. Second thing,
the rhetoric of old nations are crying for a merger. Yeah, bro, there's nations in like 52 wasn't merged in 5 years, fam.
52 wasn't merged for a reason. Because they took and recruited a lot of people. It's just the
thought process, bro. The game gets boring without a merger. I think everybody deserves a merger at least every year and a half at minimum.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm going to throw something pay in there. U900 worlds exist because of us.
It's the number one thing. It's the number one thing the Camel should fix, but they're not going to. So why are we talking about it all the time?
All you new nations.
It's just everybody's annoyed by it. And bro, you can't, when somebody's annoyed by something and it's something that you put a lot of money and time into, bro, you get frustrated, fam. Like you're putting a lot of money, time, and effort into the game, and you're not getting what you want.
Dude, to be honest, the 900 nations, they should have learned from us and not fucking download the game when we told them to. Because
they did learn from you. They did learn from you, and they moved.
We experienced it. We told you lot what you're going to get yourself into, not to spend, that you're going to go into a money trap. You lot didn't want to listen and play the game. And again, I'm going to say it.
They did listen, Go.
Go, your mic's muted out.
Even the 500 levels, because I play 530.
We didn't have that shit. We had to be awake 24 hours to play zombie event. So the new nations can bitch and cry all they want about it, and we're not saying that you don't deserve everything that the older one gets, but the new ones are getting everything because of guys. That's what they need to remember. So of course, Camel, the older guys are going to get pissed. Camel doesn't look after us. But they should.
I think
the game is good. You go and tell the older people.
I think the bigger the problem is going on right now is that everyone is so frustrated about only one merge this entire year that it just sucks. Like
that's right.
And
how long is it usually for a merge, Woody? Like, is it now 2 years or something?
Well, you got 7-9 that's been playing the game for 3.5 years and still haven't got a single merge yet.
Who?
7-9.
The new nations did listen. The new nations did listen, and that's why players move around, and that's why you don't hear as much of a problem because they're not waiting on Camel to save them. I mean, I get it. Everyone deserves a merge. I really need a merge, but like you can't rely on Camel. You got to fix your own nation without Camel.
To be honest, a lot of the new nations were smart. So, for example, Matty D and all the other guys were doing all their podcasts, and they were saying, "Look, guys, go into a nation, weigh out the nation for about 2 weeks to a month, see if you want to stay in that nation, then start spending." Now, unfortunately, a lot of people didn't follow that information and that guide, and then they started spending from the beginning, and it was too hard for them to let go. Unfortunately, this is what I'm saying. The older nation, and when I say old, I don't mean the Asian ones, guys. You guys keep going on about 52. No, I'm talking about 300s, 400s. Unfortunately, we never had that guidance. So when we went in and we played the game and we started spending, we got stuck in a nation where, fair enough, there was no way we could leave unless, you cut your losses and go. But what I'm saying is a lot of the newer nations were given a lot of advice. Woody's channel existed for donkey's years now. Okay, he's been, preaching on there every other day. Guys, do this, don't that. That's one of the reasons why he exists. That's one of the reasons why we all come here. To guide you guys to not make the same mistakes as us. So when people in 900, 1,000 don't listen to us and then get stuck in a nation that's shitty and it's not like-minded players, that's your fault for not listening, unfortunately. You should have weighed it out and then gone and spent. And if it wasn't the right nation, go find one and then go spend. Because then, and that's like whoever just spoke before me. That's what the new nations have been doing. The strong new nations are the ones that have gone in, realized that it's not the nation they need to be in, gone and found a nation that they need to be in, and then they boosted up. And that's why they're very, very strong. Most of the stronger ones and the new ones. The ones that are not strong are the ones that didn't follow the advice.
Go 385 is recruiting. All the new nations know who 385 is. Everyone knows who Barry is. There are solutions. All you're saying is, I want Camel to save me, and I'm not going to do the work that Barry's doing. That's all you're really saying.
But that's what 52 did, Rude. Everyone cries about 52 going, why should they merge, right? Okay, yeah, fair enough. But you've got to understand, they had a lot of merges, but they recruited externally. Bro, they had a lot of people move from so many nations into that nation. 52 and 30 ran things back in the days for ages.
They did.
So they recruited.
They did.
And that's obviously Camel found out, and Camel was like, fuck you lot, you don't need a merge because you've got all the strongest players in the damn game or in that globe. So, or in that world or wherever. So yeah, of course, yeah, they did it, but of course it hit back on them. 385 is doing that right now. When they start recruiting, is Camel going to give them a merge? No, they're not going to give them a merge because they've got all the strongest players or majority of the strongest players. 255 are not going to get a merge.
No one's getting merges, bro. No one's getting merges. You're saying it like it would be a punishment. No one's getting merges. Of course we all need to recruit.
People who need to get merges are the ones that, like really need it. Like, they got, barely, winning anything, whatever.
I'm not saying the new ones don't deserve it. Yes, the newer ones do deserve it as well. Everyone deserves a mage, and if to be honest, they should be doing that every year. At least a year and a half, 3 years. It's killing the game off for everyone. That's a camel problem, but they don't want to listen because then unfortunately, camel got spoiled with the money. The game grew too fast, and
So
one
if
of
they
the
don't,
main reasons why
if Camel doesn't want to listen, then the only option is recruiting. So I don't know what the topic is.
Yeah, Camel's not going to listen to. Camel
Can I
grew too
say
fast.
something
Camel
in
grew
there?
because of COVID. Because of COVID, Camel got to where they are because that's when it boomed so badly. But like I said, Camel don't care about the whale. They open up a new nation every other day. It's all about majority spenders now rather than one whale. Back in the day, it was about looking after the whales who spend a lot of money. But now they realize, 50 people buy small packs is better than one guy buying the whole store. And that's what they focus on, and that's what they're always going to focus on. They're not going to care about the big spenders anymore. Yeah, Lead God spends a lot of money. Do you think Camel gives a shit about him over other people? No, they don't. They genuinely don't. And that's facts, unfortunately.
Can I say something a minute? Even 513, I moved on to play and train people up there, so now they know how to fight and shield properly. They're waiting for a merge as well, not just the lower first globes and the second globes. All are, really.
The thing with this game is, and we always say it, is the leader of the nation or the top 10 people in that nation, it's a full-time job. This game was easier to play when it was COVID and all that stuff, right? Now, people are managing life. Life happens, shit happens. You have a job. You have a full-time
They're
job.
working or family
Yeah, so
problems.
the thing is, people don't have that time to have a second job in a game that they're not getting paid for. So they don't have the patience to sit there and teach people and train people and this. And obviously, when you have events like Void, where you're facing an opponent that lives in a shield 24 hours, what do you teach? You can't teach anything. So that frustrates people. So it's all frustration. It's the fact that people don't have time anymore to teach people. They kind of want, well, look, there are tools out there. Go on YouTube. Watch videos, learn, go speak to people, learn. We don't have to teach you and spoon feed you. You downloaded the game, fucking learn how to play the game. If you don't know how to play the game,
Who the hell is that?
Yo, can I talk for a moment?
Oh yeah.
Who was that?
That was weird, but I just want to talk on. I just want to talk on people joining the game brand new and being told not to spend or whatever the case was, but nobody gets that when you join a new nation. There was no information on that for people to wait, feel it out, and spend when everything looks good, so you're not spending in the wrong nation. None of that occurred. I think Fake Niels was like the only one that just did it out of instinct, as far as like the whales go in the newer nations. I'm Phantom. Right. I started in 1132. I researched my ass off for this game. I never came across anything like that. It was just in my nature to spend to get big and grow and and I had to learn everything on my own. I was like, damn, where's all the, I didn't see nothing. I came across Woody, say maybe a couple months into my, starting the nation and whatever. But Woody just mostly spoke on the older nations. So I wasn't really understanding new nation shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the thing is, we always have this conversation in there, and I think, at the end of the day, I honestly think this game should come with a disclaimer on fucking the App Store next to it saying, if you download this game, go to fucking Woody's podcast. Generally, that will make everyone's life easier.
It's funny you say that is because they used to have in-game announcement for my channel, and they just stopped doing it. And that was like,
because I think it will make life so much easier.
Barry can back me in that. Is that like literally like they would do it for Barry 2 and Nikki and 2, and all of a sudden they just instantly stopped.
And because we started crashing them and telling them not to do
on
things,
what?
and Campbell was like,
the
"No, when you tell people don't spend."
Oh, the in-game announcements would be nice. You know what I mean?
But Woody, why did they stop? Because they knew that we were telling people, "Don't buy this, don't this, do this."
They stopped. Well, the reason they say they stopped is because the War and Order YouTubers weren't getting it, and the developers didn't want to give them that, so they just stopped altogether.
The server announcements were stopped definitely because of War and Order nonsense with the guys complaining over there, and then it became a huge problem over here because they were like, "Well, how come Age of Origins gets server announcements but we don't?" And they weren't trying to do it in War of Order.
Yeah.
You're in the newer nations, and of course, you don't have that guidance. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot more tools out there now. A couple of clicks. Like if you're in this day and age, when people go and spend something or go buy something, right? Forget outside of the game. You go and pay for something. You research that shit to the max before you pay the money for it. It's normal nature. Everyone does it. So when you download a game and you're buying packs for like $30, $40, $50, why would you not look into what you're paying for? What? It's just a game. You just press click. No, you don't. It's normal nature now. But yeah, before the tools went out there, Woody's channel wasn't as big back in the days or whatever. Now he's out there, he's promoting his material. There's a lot of people out there. A lot of people replicate what Woody does. There's quite a lot of channels out there who kind of guide you. There's this obviously Bible that Woody calls by that guy. I forgot his name. He knew something. That's different. Yeah. So shout out to him. So what I'm saying is, people out there investing their time. They're not getting paid for this shit. I mean, they're doing it. And it's so if someone's downloading a game and isn't really looking into a game, like, come on, guys. When you used to buy a PlayStation or an Xbox, right? When you go to the store to buy a game, you ask the shop guy. You look at the reviews of that game. Is it worth you buying? Then you buy the game and you play it. So why would you not do that? It's people who didn't do it.
Goat. You gotta let other people talk.
I will let other people talk if they want to talk. Just so you know, I've come on Woody's podcast so many times, and I hear Woody go, "Oh, don't everyone shout at once," because no one fucking talks. And then when I want to talk, people want to talk. So let's see who wants to talk then.
Yo, blame Campbell for putting out the game with a different ad.
All right,
blame Campbell.
Anyway, speak about your topic, Woody. I missed your whole compression commander skill thingy me bob. What's it on? Was it up to 75 now?
75, yeah. So not only you got to push it to 75, but now you got to change your warline officers and the unworldlies back to monster experience and all the other good shit.
But it only benefits the smaller guys. It doesn't really affect the bigger guys. Like
I mean, it doesn't affect us too much. It's like it's like minimum points.
Did you press that button to use all your credits?
I did, and then we went up 1.5 levels. It was like 5 million. It was like 4.5 million to get to 71, and then whatever left else.
Well, I guess everyone's still going to be doing your trick towards the end.
Oh yeah, of course. Not everyone knows. Of course, you can thank me for that, I guess.
Yeah, but not everyone still knows about it. So we'll see who does it at the end.
I'm all about fair play. So like if I know, unless it's like an alliance secret where they don't want it to be exposed and they say no, I'm not gonna say it. But for the most part, like if you got like nations like mine up against a nation 200 or 100 or like that, yeah, they need to know to defend. You got a nation of one nation in it, and in our nation's got 9 to 15 nations in it worth of people. You could say to people, quit, they're dead, so on and so forth. But if you look at our nation, we literally got one alliance, maybe 2 worth of people, and they're not even full alliances. Versus you guys being able to send 70 people, we can only send 15. I mean, there's a big difference between the numbers. Bubble. And I think that's it's not that people are saying that we're complaining about the older nations wanting to merge, because yes, the people you guys go against, yes, you do need a merger to compete against other bigger nations. What we're complaining about is the newer nations are not getting mergers, and we're being set up and matched up with older nations such as yours. And Campbell expects us to do something. That's what like I gotta play 183 soon with fucking over 50 39s. Like, yay! Guess who's not playing? This guy.
You won't, because they're stronger.
Even if they don't have stronger cities as mine, they got the numbers, and the majority of average numbers is a 38. And ours is 34. Like, they're gonna have half the people.
513 went up against a really strong state. The highest commander player's name was Max. I can't remember the state in it, the number properly. But yeah, they were way too strong for 513.
I think the interesting question is, why aren't they doing mergers? Like we've heard maybe the servers can't handle it. We've heard maybe active players go down and they need active players for the stock price.
Maybe they're waiting for the Lock Nations to get a win in GC, so they keep us where we're at, so they can have the advantage to keep growing and growing and growing and growing faster until they get a win.
But Lock
there's got to be a reason.
Barely getting merged. That's the weird thing.
But we just had a merge window and they didn't do it. So that's an active choice not to do mergers. So,
or maybe 44 is coming out and they don't want to merge people until they see who's all going to go straight to 44 or not.
Another idea is they don't want players just staying in the same nation. They want players to move to new nations, and that's where they get a lot of or more profits from, is players building cities from scratch.
There's got to be a reason. They can't just be sitting there going, everybody's pissed off at our game and we're not going to do anything about it.
Well, obviously in the new nations, they're going to get more cash, everything.
Well, I mean, are they though? You think about it. Are they going to get more cash off the 50 players in a nation versus the 1,200 players that are medium spenders?
You can always think that someone wants to be the top whale first.
When you're new to the game, you don't know any better either. Like, okay, I guess maybe 50 people are in every nation. And then eventually you find Woody's podcast, but not until somebody gets matched up with 736 and Woody comes and says hello.
Hi! Come to ruin your day.
513's fought him and he was tough.
Damn, this fucker got hit hard.
550. That's 513 went up against 550 and he was really strong.
This
guy
just got
I was gonna say, Holbert,
smacked.
don't you agree? It's not just the lack of mergers, but the quality of them as well. Is like they need to work on quality mergers. Sometimes they'll build this they'll make a super nation merge, like kind of what happened with 904 and 901. You know what I mean? They became this fucking super mega whale nation, and then they recruited cash, and then it's like nobody can compete. So it's like you would hope and pray in a sense that 904 technically doesn't deserve like another really good merge. Maybe they just could get a nation that has good activity, but not necessarily more whales.
I think those days are done. I don't think you can buy a merge anymore.
No, you can't.
I would hope so too, because
I personally think that whole buy a merge thing is probably what kind of bit Camel in the ass.
Yeah, but buy a merge doesn't always work out. Ask me how I know.
Oh, I agree. Well, I mean, no one bought your merge. They just, like Vegas just said.
Probably because you've tried it before.
No, because Vegas was the biggest spender back in the day, and I'm pretty sure he picked 785.
I think. Well, they did.
Can anybody vouch in here?
He did pick 785. I remember when they had people scouting out for people. I remember that.
Yeah, I think those days are done now, which is good.
Is Barry still here? See if he can answer something.
What's up?
Wasn't that the same with the Boss Nation, Woody? And Boss Nation, the guy who owns
Somebody called me.
Yeah, but Barry. So, around your nation, when nations were getting merged, if like a dream merger happened, like a super nation was formed, did that nation get another dream merger after, or were they kind of balancing that out down there?
So down here, I don't think we really got too many dream mergers. I would say our best merger that you would see in my Globe 5 was probably like where we kind of wanted the merger that we got was 385, 384. That was a borderline hand selected merger, something we planned for well over 2 years, I would say.
Okay.
But that wasn't a bot merger. That was perfectly calculated merger. It was we utilized certain things to make it work and for it to line up perfectly, and it did. I mean, it was definitely a lot of luck on our side too as well, but a lot of the stuff we were doing in the background definitely played a huge role in it.
Okay, thank you. Just was wondering if
But
nations
we
would
have
just
never seen a bot merger in Globe 5. Anything past that, I can't say for certain. But Globe 5, we've never seen a bot merger. Even League God never got a bot merger.
What about like a nation that got a really good merge and then got like a really good second merge and like a good third or something along the lines
Well,
of that?
It was never in that aspect. I mean, you could say we got a really good first merge and a really good second merge, but in my eyes, my first merger was not what I wanted even the slightest. I didn't like it at all, and I still would change it to this day. I mean, minus a few of my really good guys that came from that merger, but I would say it was not an ideal merger. I mean, we started out rough. We lost 3 straight voids, and I mean, after that, we twist and turned it to be a good merger because of good leadership. But I would say our mergers in Globe 5 were very, very equal along the board. Like, no one was getting an absolutely insane merger where it was like, all right, we can't compete right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Barry. Hey guys, please mute your mic. People are they're talking, and we're hearing people in the background with business stuff, TVs. Just, please mute your mic.
听他们聊天。
Thanks, Barry. I appreciate your input.
No problem.
I think Lead God is a better example of what people should be trying to do. I mean, I know not everyone can go build a max city. That's not what I mean. But for fear of offending them on accident, I was told that merge wasn't exactly exciting, and they made the best of it, and now they're GC champs. So, and I also disagree that everybody just wants the dream merger. I'll take a merger. We already have participation at 98. I need cities. Like, people want to come play with us, and they can't because we have no cities available. I'll take a dead nation that has decently upgraded cities and just get some of those somehow and bring more people over. Like, I'm not going to rely on Camel to give me a good merge.
Yeah, I agree. That's maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't think. Honestly, I don't know what Camel's doing. I wish I did, because it'd be much easier for me to figure out what I'm going to do in the future. Like, if they don't plan on merging anytime soon, then yeah,
Then you're coming to play with me?
no. This is my last nation that I'm playing the game, and once I'm done at this nation, I'm done at the game. Like, 100% done at the game at that point.
So why did they bring the commander level up to 75? Who cares about extra defense?
I have no clue. I really have no clue.
Such a strange move.
I agree. I agree. It is a very strange move. Why they would do that? To me, it doesn't make any sense why they would do that, because it's like shit for fucking points. For some people,
It was truly a worthless update. I mean, that's my opinion, but it truly was.
The only way it makes sense is if it's leading into something they're going to add in the coming weeks or months.
But if they were going to, in my opinion, hold on, I got a sneeze coming. I feel it. Hold on. If they were going,
context, y'all, it's almost like exactly a year after War and Order increased it to 75. So I think this was just always planned.
I think so too. But I also want to say this is I think that the 150 alliance is coming.
Yeah, that should come eventually also. I don't know when it was exactly that they introduced that there, but that should come to AOZ also.
They introduced it.
They have that in the other game, you're saying, Woody?
Yeah, they do.
They introduced it.
It was like a month after they went to 45. And they got 45 there. They didn't get 44. They got 45.
And you said 150 member alliances.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's...
So that should come sometime after the city level increase.
So that would change the game. That would make the game very exciting, especially if you're not merging. Like, okay, I can bring in 50 people from the second alliance to come in to help. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
I don't even think we have 150 people.
Not yet, but you know what I mean. For most people who have 2 alliances in their nation.
It's also another way to kill a whale. Instead of just everybody needs bigger fleets, you just get an extra 50 fleets.
Yeah, with the fucking warplane shit too.
Yeah.
I mean
The only thing
Does anybody know what's the max troops you can have in a city in World of Order?
I don't know.
Because whales are not going to unbubble if you can have an alliance of 150 people now. They catch you with your Titans out, you're dead.
Hey, Woody, when you get a second, can you unmute Yahtzee?
Yeah. No problem. I'll unmute Radatici if he has his mic unmuted, muted up too. Yahtzee. Where you at, Yahtzee? There you are. What the fuck?
Because I think 923 and 896 would want to merge with each other even more now if they can do 150.
Why is it not letting me?
Yo, let's go, bro. I'm down.
There you go. There's Yahtzee.
I've been down for a year, but I'm more down after that statement.
It wasn't my fault, bro. Every time you get a call, it unmutes you.
All right, Raz. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, dude.
And that wasn't all me. That was people in the UPS store.
Damn that UPS.
Listen, to the topic of that nobody likes to talk about and everyone loves to talk about in these merges, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we all realize we're not getting one, right? I think if we were betting people, which most of us are addicted gamblers here, we would probably bet that we wouldn't get one, right? And we'd probably win. We just got to do what we got to do with our individual nations, man. And Holbrook has the problem that he wants people to play, but no cities. We have the other problem slightly, which is we got some cities, but we don't have enough people to fill them.
Yeah, that definitely is a problem.
And then of course when everybody's doing that, now all of a sudden the good people you want, not just good players, but also at the end of the day you need spenders, right? To have both of those together in one, and then who are they going to go to is the problem, right? Everyone's courting them, right? Everyone's wanting them to come and dangling the carrot in front of them because, hey, they're a spender and they're a good player, and you want that part of your team. But those are far and few in between. So when we're all fighting for that same precious limited resource, right, it's even more difficult.
I agree 100% with that. Ooh, this guy has some troops.
Other people that want to move can't move. They're limited because they don't want to go from a 41 to a 37, right? They didn't just spend a house on theirs to be like, I'm going to go find somewhere else. But because there's no city available at my level, I have to go to a lesser one and then respend that house or 2 houses worth of, investment again. Well, not investment, it's total drain. But either way, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I wish that there would just be that golden tickets where you can just move to any nation.
I think they would make a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah.
Probably make the game unfair for all the people that have the money to spend, but it'll have to be something ridiculous, right? I don't know, 50 grand to move to whatever nation you want. I don't know, some shit like that.
How about one you get where you can shoot someone out of this nation?
That's interesting too. Where do they go though? Where do they go?
You can shoot them into, a new nation or farms or whatever you want to call it. Everyone just agrees and shoots that person there.
They go to the Loch Nations and get to deal with that.
Well, there you go.
So, that would be like the new fucking hack right there. I want to go to Loch Nations. Shoot me out.
I mean, just think about that. It'll never happen, but just think about that. 100 C-41 whales in an alliance. What do you think that would look like?
That would be insane, and that's the reason why they won't do it. But
Yeah.
The only way I can see the older nations ever getting a merger, and I know they're not gonna like to hear this, and I'll tell you right now, it would suck, is if they took two of the players and sprinkle them in throughout the entire game.
I'm talking about splitting them up so they don't all get the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and technically,
Or do something crazy like that.
And technically, it is a merger.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, do
that's the
something
only way I
crazy
can
like
think it
that, and
happening.
then take all the locked nations and do a Royal Rumble void, and take whatever merge like that crazy, and then against literally every locked nation. So it's 1v20, right? In a Royal Rumble void. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I'm just saying, and they can't say they didn't have a chance because I mean we're talking about every locked nation.
I know the lock.
Right?
I know the older nations did not want to hear that, but I mean that. If we think about what's fair throughout the entire game versus what's fair for the globe, that's the only way I can possibly think about it actually working. And it would piss so many people off, and I think that's why Camel won't do it. It would just piss too many people off by doing it, splitting up an entire alliance that worked for years to get.
Unless the world is willing to agree to it. To agree to it, right? I'm sure there's an alliance out there that's like, you know what, got enough. We'll submit us freely and willingly to do that. I'm sure there's one.
Oh, I'm sure there's one.
I mean, I know you guys probably haven't heard of them before or for a very long time, but I'm sure Nation 33 would like something. Nobody talks about them.
I've heard of Nation 33. I've heard of them.
But you don't hear it anymore, right? There's nothing to say about them.
Not anymore, no.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But
I don't know. It's been difficult though.
I think everything's difficult in this game, if we're being real.
I mean, Barry made out like a bandit with me, you know?
Yeah, he did.
He was like, hey, come play over here, bro. He provided me a city and everything, you know? And that was it. I got activity, got spend. He hit the jackpot. Now you just need like 20 more of me.
I'd rather move to another state than stay in
Where I was going to go after I left Grim, you know? From 595. I didn't know what I was going to. I thought I was going to quit the game, honestly.
And here you are.
And I was just, you know, here I am, you know? Anybody could have grabbed it, but it just worked out the way it worked out, I guess.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Why is my shit not sending troops? Did you see that? I sent it and it just didn't send.
Probably going to have to refresh.
No, I'm not going to refresh.
Lag?
I played the first round only yesterday. The first round, let's put it that way. And after, like midway through, I was like, I'm kind of done.
Yeah, this is the only run I played.
It's fine, and I get my little merit, you know, and what have you, but you pour so much into it to fully play all 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Like you pour so much of ports, speeds, gold, and heals just to play all 3 rounds, and it's not really worth it at the end. When you really, like, what are you spending for what you're getting in merit? It's not really worth it. Get your little merit, you know, do a little, you know, whatever score is appropriate for you. I usually tap out between 200 and 300. As soon as I hit 200 or 300 mil, I'm like, I don't really need to do more. Honestly, let everybody else take whatever. Yeah.
I don't bother with Iron Blood because of the speed wasting and everything.
Yeah, it's too much. I do a couple good hits and then I call it a day. I just leave the city there and whatever. I don't even look at it again for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's hard, especially when you're live.
Obviously you're for a different purpose, but for the rest of us who don't have, you know, viewers.
I'm not trying to get first, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Sit over there like in Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, no, dude. It's just too much. And of course you know it's back to back to back. So now we have Wasteland, I guess tomorrow, right? Which in and of itself is, you know, takes a bunch of speeds and gold. Assuming you want to win.
There's no reason for me even fucking join that one. I mean, against 183, well, maybe because we did go through it and they're split up, but They got a lot of fucking. Their lowest city is like a 41 or a 38. So, and we all know that is definitely 100% of teamwork right there. You don't got teamwork, it's game over. Where is everyone? Where is everyone? Raccoon.
How many people you have online right now, Woody, playing the event?
It's stuck.
Fuck off, you cunt.
Whoa. It's probably ruined my monetization on that word.
My bad, that absolutely scared the life out of me.
That's alright. I don't care about really. I don't think it. I mean, we're pretty far into it, and not too many people have been swearing, so I don't think they're gonna slang.
Do you have a swear limit? Do you have a swear limit for monetization?
There's a couple limits that I gotta oblige by when it comes to swearing. Like, for instance, in the first 3 minutes, there can't be any swears at all.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
Seems kind of arbitrary, though, but okay.
Then there's another one to where you have to, you can't say so many swears within a certain sentence or something like that. Or a paragraph. It's really BS, honestly.
So basically, anytime you had Raz on your lives, you weren't monetized.
Man, I was about to say the same thing.
No, I was.
Because, I mean,
very few
barely threw a sentence for that.
Very few in between.
Jeez.
Who's trying to hit me? This guy? 36? No. Someone's trying to.
I sent 1,000 troops at you or something like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, was that you? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was me.
I got 3.
Are you guys trying it all in DOD or Triangle?
We'll probably end up. I'll show you after this before I end it and go to bed. But I'll show you. We're 5.5 minutes left. You know, I think I'm done. Anyone that's playing, go ahead and take me. I'm at location 6267. I have 2.2 million troops. All yours. Knowing people are like 627. Probably doing it right now. Our Triangle War right now. This is the finals right now. So we got 1038 and 956. Being it is finals, I mean, they're gonna have to get through that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're actually playing this one. I mean, we haven't played a Triangle since I've been here that I'm aware of, and that's almost coming up on a year now.
We really don't play.
So this will be the first one.
We really don't play Triangle. We really don't play Triangle because we'd rather put our money elsewhere. But I'm friends with 1038, many of their players there, and I don't want kind of want to give them a challenge. This is the first time we'll be seeing 1038 and stuff like that. So why not? And then that's kind of like is a possibility to win with like very little spend. Like I look, this whole season I only spent that 700 worth, so that's like $70 in Triangle War.
Yeah.
So
Woody, I got a question about Polar.
About what?
Polar.
Okay.
So with the rankings, because the gold I think it's starting to get pushed down a bit in overall rankings. But everyone's going to be reaching 10 soon. So is there going to be like another trophy or something? Because what was it 225?
Hold on,
Ray and all that. They're going to be hitting like 10.
Ritici, can you mute your mic? Thanks, buddy. Now, what was the question again?
So in the rankings, like in everyone's rankings, we're starting to get gold now in more of the nations. But we're going to be starting to hit like 10 number gold. But what's going to be beyond that? Because everyone's going to start hitting it soon. gold next round, I think.
You talking about like the diamond in Polar
Yeah,
Invasion, right?
yeah, because it's like X5. What happens after X10?
I think it's diamond. Let me They actually had a thing that showed it. So gold and then diamond. And then after diamond you got master, then you got king, and then you got king of glory.
Right. No, it's only because we're gonna be King of Glory.
So right now you
I
guys
think.
are at king right now?
No, we're going to be last round because we managed to win our last one. Because we're fifth, I think, at the moment.
Well, then you guys are definitely probably gonna get matched up with like 255, if I'm being real.
We've already been matched up with Ray, and now it is literally a two-man powerhouse, in my opinion.
They come with numbers. That's the thing. We went against Ray as
Yeah,
well in Polar, and they came with 80 people, and we had 20. We did give them a little run for the money, but I mean they still walked through us. The numbers is the numbers. The game when it comes to Polar.
We also went against Immortal in 1189. They were in fifth, I think. But it was literally a one-man powerhouse. The guy just probably racked up about 3 million points. It was just like him and Cash going head-to-head, constant. Because we had 791.
Damn, that was a big hit. Sorry.
And R1 as well.
No, I really think that if you're going to be walking the diamond and everyone else is gold right now, you're going to start seeing 255, him, the #1 alliance out there. You're going to start seeing all these bigger players 425, 621, 555, 528. I mean, there comes a point where when you win a lot, even in Polar, you're going to start being matched up with other top winners, even if they are in the ancient nations. And it sucks because you go against 30, 41s and you ain't got two. It don't matter. It doesn't matter at that point.
With my nation, we're still progressing quite a bit because I think we're just about to get our fourth C41 and another 40.
Look at this look at this matchup. These guys went against Ray as well. So you got 255 him, which is first place. You got 425 get GFK get fucked. And that's Ligod and Mental and 12 or 18 other 41s, and going against him is just you ain't winning it. The thing is that him don't need a speed walk; they just walk, and when they get there,
they're just pure power.
Yeah, they come with numbers and
they probably wipe the floor with us. Pretty much anyone. Because I didn't know they went against Ray, and I was surprised that Ray jumped down from first to second.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like when you win so many in a row and you're in Gold League, you get matched up against those people. So it's like if you look at again, Ray whooped our ass with numbers, and they deserved the win, but they were only able to pull 8,175 out of this ranking, and that doesn't say that they came heavy, with the 80 people like they did with us. But if they did, they were just overpowered.
Hey, I think there might be a pattern with Polar that impacts these results. I've seen this twice. I don't know if it's consistent, but it seems like the highest ranked nation is placed next to the 5th and 6th, and 2, 3, 4 are all next to each other. That makes sense?
So you said the highest ranked nation, 255 him, will go against the 5th?
It would the highest 255 would be, let's say 255 is north. They're at the top of the screen.
Right.
They're gonna have they would have Ray and who's the other one right there? Right, the third place? Yeah. The three of those, like one would have been to the right and one would have been to the left. And then I imagine GFK, I think based on their level, would have been all the way south. So it's like 1 is all the way north and 2 is all the way south. Or if you're 1, you're all the way south. But you're basically 1 and 2 seem opposite each other. and then 2 has 3 on one side and 4 on the other. So what that means is 2, 3, and 4 are fighting each other, while the top ranked is next to the 2 weaker alliances.
You know, that's funny that you say it like that because we were next to 385 day, and then what was it 5? I'm sorry, 528 were completely on the opposite side screens of us, and we had a fight.
I think and I hope it's by design. Like if you're the highest ranked, then you get the benefit of being against the other 2 people closest.
Well, Woody 528 was at the top, and they're the highest rank of that event of ours. So it makes sense.
That makes
That's actually wrong. In 908, we're always fucked because we're ranked so high. We're always smashed between like the 2 next strongest, and then the ones across are usually farms.
Yeah. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm definitely not saying I'm right. I've noticed it twice, and I haven't really paid attention beyond that. I noticed when we were 2, we had 3 and 4 next to us. I mean, that's when you really feel it.
Yeah.
Definitely a fight. We had 385, and then we had a farm on the other side, like a ranked 4, I think.
Always seems to be a farm in Polar when you're going into it.
Yeah.
Hey, would you have a little update on the commander level thing? So I'm almost 71, right? And it only is like I think like 24 million XP. Well, Lead God just posted his one in Enoch server, right? He's 72. From 72 to 73 is 84 million.
Yeah.
So it only used to jump, I think, like 1 million per level for the XP, and I guess now they're doubling it, which is insane.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's insane.
So I think Enoch it has it right here in the data. So from 71 was 27, so 72 is 49 million, and then 73 is 84 million XP
Where is that posting?
in the Enoch server.
Head in there. General?
That's that's fucking insane if you think about it. Because like I said before, it was they would only go up.
That ain't it. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's not in
Keep scrolling down. Scroll down all the way. It's brand new. They just posted it.
I'm scrolling as far as I can go.
Or a little bit up. We're right where Lead Gods. Yeah. So right below that, then it showed the how much XP.
Right here. 71.
That's just crazy, right?
Yeah, 71 is 27 million. 72 is 49 million. 73 is 84 million. Well, what about 74 and 75? So you can't just add double because that would be like 98 right there. Would be
So 74 is going to be 168 million XP.
no, I don't think it's double. I would say about 150, maybe 140ish, right around there. It's a lot.
I guess no one's reaching Commander 75 for a while then.
Has no one mentioned the fact that you can clear your bag out though? That's the nice part.
I tried and it froze my fucking game. I had to fucking just individually do it. I tried.
Like all those things that just add up in the bag that you can't use anymore. I mean, at least they open it up for that.
It's funny because we were just talking about getting some stuff that's in our bag out of there. If you remember, the last live, we were just talking about that. Like, we were talking about all this useless stuff we can probably share and stuff like that, or all the extra experience that just sitting there, and all of a sudden a week later this pops. It's weird.
You could do with getting rid of all the technology boosts we can't use anymore.
What?
You know,
I'm sorry, Olympus.
those boosters for your technology and your base we can't do anymore. So we could do some way of getting rid of them.
Oh, you're talking about I see what you mean. They haven't touched that yet. Hold on, these right here. Some people are already at 25 all together, and they can't do shit. Sucks. I didn't even know this was coming. It just I got home from work and seen. I was like, "What the fuck?" All right, let's
I mean,
Is
you
the
see.
get.
seventh?
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Bryce.
Hilbert. I was gonna just ask: is the seventh anniversary the first week of October?
Yes.
I honestly can't remember. That was been a year, but I'm
Is
assuming
it?
it. I think yeah, I think it is the first week.
Is it?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I thought it was October too, but why do we have a 17-day Road to Legends if it's not going to come in then?
That I don't know. That's I wish I knew that because I would, if I knew that, I would have just golded it done. You know, if I knew a 44 was coming, um, I would just gold it done and just get it out of the way.
You think the 75 is setting up for new equipments?
I mean, because you're talking with the monster hunting and all this shit that it takes.
Well, monster hunting is free. To be honest, the monster hunting one is a bit of a curveball because they just done it out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But it
And like,
doesn't really cost you anything. You kill zombies, and if you do zombie event, then you're gonna get more, right?
yeah. But
So it's not really.
right. But what it could do is this. What if that skill to change the skill on the officers for Loreline for down here? What if that one is very hard to get? Now you know what I mean. So you have to
But
continuously.
the Loreline, but everyone's been using. You know when you put like fuel and compression on Loreline, and then anyone that was maxed out. To be honest, what would you have guys changed it to? Because there's not really anything else that you would really use it for apart from recruiting and
Speed,
zombies.
fleet speed, and that's it. That's all I did is fleet speed. And I actually it's still at level 1.
Yeah. So like my Loreline was the same. I didn't really change it. It's just every time I do zombies, I use Loreline and Braveheart, whatever his name is.
Brave Star.
That's the two I use for recruiting, and that's the two I use for zombies. Yeah, because I have the skills on them for zombies, and I have the skills on them for recruiting. Funny enough, I had to have them for health as well. That's the only three things they're allocated for. But what I'm saying is, Camo dropping this, like out random, it's not costing anything for anyone, so it doesn't really add on to as an extra event or extra something to do, because you're doing the dailies anyways. You're killing your zombies, you're doing, the zombie event. So it's just in the background, essentially, unless they're gonna set that up for that equipment building. You know, the one that we all struggled with the pumps and the circuit boards, and
Yeah.
because that's gonna come at some point. That is coming at some point.
I mean, it might. I'm honestly like the middle you're talking about, right? The middle piece.
Not middle, dude. It could be that these gold ones turn into, I don't know, platinum or some nonsense. Who knows? Right? They did it with the warplane. You might have little freaking trees coming out on the right. You never know.
Fucking
I don't want to give
trees.
Camo ideas. I don't want to give Camo ideas, but it could be that there's a little arm that comes out of it on the right. Look at it again. They did it with the warplane. We never thought that the warplane's gonna have little bullets and stuff, right?
Little minions and shit like that. Side planes.
You could
So
just go
if you
to
look at it,
level
yeah,
7
look,
equipment
there's so
too,
much.
and then get an extra slot.
Yeah, or they could have on the right, on the left, and the right. There's blue space, right? They could just add like like the little rocket things. They could add little things there.
Little trees. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Stop! 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 Oh my god!
But you wouldn't put it. You wouldn't put it past them, though, would you?
I mean, I wouldn't. No, but stop.
You're giving them more ideas.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
The thing, we're not giving them ideas, dude. They already have these ideas. They already have a 5-year plan on how to screw us over even more.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
already pre-planned.
everything everything that we see like new coming out, guys. It's been in the game already. It just wasn't live. Like everything that's coming in the future, it's already in the game. It's just not live yet. Cash, C4. They're at. See, look at there. I got the 341s. Man, I'm at 41 now, and I'm still not seeing it. in the global ranking. I don't know why.
Have you ever gone up against 550, Woody?
I have, and we lost twice.
And 513 lost against them. They're way too tough, aren't they?
They fight. That's what I like about them, and they're very,
Yeah.
they're very. You don't find people that their bubbles drop. So if you want points, you got to fight, and they come with numbers. So that's
Yeah.
a lot of numbers, like 40, 50.
Yeah, but they were too strong for our state. 513.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on the Road to Legends thing again.
Okay.
For 7th anniversary, I could swear last year that it was the same deal. It ended early, and they did one for anniversary. Might have been in September, but I'm thinking maybe third, fourth week. They'll do it, and there'll be another Road of Legends type deal because it was short. It felt like it was like 12 days or whatever it was, but I was like, oh shit, there's two of them.
You know, I think I remember. I think you're right. And if I recall, when they dropped that event for the 1 year anniversary, it was like a week or two actually before the anniversary, or 7 days or something like that before the actual anniversary day.
Yeah, man.
And didn't they have a one of the fucking island pieces too that came with it? I think. You know those these fucking things. I just don't remember which one it was. Was it that one? What level was this? 2. That's 3.
Oh yeah, was it? Would it? I think Cowboy Daddy, whatever his name is, moved to 904. I think he's got a city there.
So Cowboy from 7-Eleven moved there. Okay, so we'll see this one next. This stage next, the Halloween stage next. That's what we'll be seeing. Yeah, that's what we'll be seeing. Or was it the Cyber Square? Fuck, I don't remember. I really don't remember. Christmas, Valentine's Day, summer, no, spring, summer, Halloween. What the fuck did this one come from then? Maybe this one is the New Year's one, the Cyber Square with that little robot, or was that the New Year's one? Fuck, I don't know. I'm too tired to be thinking. Too tired to
You
be thinking.
sound tired, Woody.
Well, yeah, I've literally been up over. What the fuck is that? The hell is this?
That might be the new stuff coming out.
This has got to be from a different game.
No, that fishing thing's always been there.
Yeah, but these.
Yeah, the fish.
This fishing thing? I've never seen this.
Yeah,
fishing
those
thing
are
in the game.
those are brand new, Woody.
Where?
No, I'm sure that fishing thing was always there.
Where?
Somewhere.
I would have it. I don't see it.
Unless I'm thinking of that little hammock thing. There's a similar store like that in the game that looks like it.
Go to the bottom left, Woody. Yeah, go to guide or whatever the other side. Yeah. Yep. Scroll to the bottom. I don't know why it's at the very bottom, but scroll to the very bottom.
Motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah, those are
new. The one I was thinking about was the flower one. So that is. What does that do?
These are what's coming then.
Oh, what is it?
Increase attack of all troops, 1%. Fishing.
Fleet also fleet at 6.
Fleet at 6, yeah. Increase max capacity of wounded, garbage.
Double fleet.
Double fleet, yeah. 6 and 12. So this one's gonna be hot, but where do we get it from?
The fishing game.
Like I don't
No, it's
know.
probably gonna come out in the 7th anniversary or something. It's guaranteed coming. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
It'll be part of that shitty fishing game. Because no one plays that fishing game. It's garbage.
I'm trying to zoom in and see, like, trying to look real close and see what this is all saying, because usually they'll have some kind of like resemblance of what's coming. This almost looks like a Medici thing.
It's a boat. It's a boat, right?
I understand that, but you know how when you do Medici, you get those shops for stuff like that.
Maybe.
I'm gonna guess the Lucky Stolen Treasure, because everybody should be maxed out on skate park if they're spending.
Yeah, I think you're right. That might be it. Fuck. Where am I at?
So I guess they did what we asked. So we wanted fleet size, and instead of giving us,
Oh, they're giving
Morgan.
They're giving us fleet size. It's just, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, bits and bobs. They're not giving it to your Morgan. They're giving it on the little bits and bobs of equipment.
Woody.
Yeah.
Check out the picture I posted in the. There's his Ronaldo spins.
$18,000. $18,000. $134 worth of fucking. And look right below him, 6,000. Man.
But why?
And he did that strictly for the dies. He didn't need anything else from that shit.
He did it for the dies.
By the way, he did that in one night too.
Fuck. That is fuck you money right there.
I mean, and if you look down at number 11, that's our nation 1020 with black, and he, like, we're in the finals of Triangle tonight, and he bumped us to boost level 70. Like, he spends. I mean, you've heard from Black about Black.
Yeah, I know all about
To just
Black.
think that, to do that, and then Ronaldo spent 18,000 spins, dude.
That tells me he doesn't have that fucking LBGT dragon yet. And I know that I know Lee God and Ronaldo are kind of bumping heads right now, and they have Elite War coming up within a couple days. Back to back Elite Wars on top of that.
Someone needs to record that.
Yeah.
Is that recent? Is that screenshot this event?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's like literally me taking a picture of it and posting it right now.
I wonder if he got a heads up.
Up to date as of like 5 minutes ago.
I wonder if he got a heads up on a new officer.
I think this is for the dies, man.
Because I hear you, but the gold pieces for a new officer would be a nice advantage to doing it all aggressively.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good advantage. But if you remember when this came out and Mental he went what, 38,000 or 32,000 spins.
I got all the dragons. I got all the dragons, and I never went over 12. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think a new officer is coming soon though, Holbrook, because I already maxed out Emily's breakthrough, and the 6-star has been done already for a little while, so that's about the timing is about right.
If it was coming, it would be here by now.
I have 4 triple S on Emily already, also, and 1 S.
So my question is: did anyone check for glitches when things come new into the game? Check for glitches. Remember that one that I showed you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do it. If they said "fuck that," Woody figured it out. We're definitely not doing it again. But no, that definitely didn't work. But I wonder. Crew. No. I was looking to see if they had like the level 14 there, but they don't. Well, damn. They locked it up.
It's coming. It's coming in the next couple of weeks, guaranteed. Everything they've been doing, even down to making the city smaller on the map and all the graphic design, like all the updates, it's like just in that direction.
So,
especially with Globe coming, they always drop something big before Globe.
Well, you guys also gotta remember that new system engine got released a couple months ago as well. I don't remember who said it, who was talking about that, but there was a big system engine or new engine, game engine is what I'm talking about, that was being dropped. So it's a possibility that they were waiting for that engine and they're trying to fucking throw everything in there right now to see what it can handle. If that's the case, that would tell me that okay, well that's why everything's dropping left and right, is because they're testing out the limitations of this new engine. Who fucking told me that there's a new engine coming?
You watched mine.
Who
You
was
watched mine.
who?
Oh, was there anything left in it?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I thought.
No, sorry.
I wonder if they got that. Let me see what see if I can find it. New game engine. New game engine. Unreal Engine 6. Last one was 5 that I had. So this is the new gaming engine.
Oh, I thought Unreal 5 just came out.
That came out like 3 years ago. This is 6.
Oh, really?
This
Oh,
isn't
shit.
this isn't one new game engine. Instead, several frequent updates and released a major new version of Engine 6 and developed for 26. Okay, so they didn't release it yet. That answers that question. But I can imagine if they're going to upgrade the whole server and the game.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's going to happen in 2026.
I was forgetting, even the iPhone 17 is coming out, I think, next week.
Oh God, don't fucking remind me. You know what? I'm good with my iPhone right now. I'm good. No. What do I spend on, the game or the iPhone? I think I'll go with the game. I probably shouldn't do that either.
I'm gonna say the iPhone's cheaper.
You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong.
They said it's better for AOL too. iPhone 17.
Dude, this AI that's going on, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Like some of these things that you can't even tell that it's AI.
I'm not gonna lie, that Charlie Kirk thing yesterday, dude showed me a video of it when it happened. I was like, dude, that's AI. He's like, no, it's real.
Yeah, dude, that's man.
I saw that on TikTok. I can't. No, I've actually seen the guy, die on TikTok. I don't know how it's even being allowed on there.
Yeah.
It's literally everywhere.
Ezra, get up.
Well,
I got it.
I know a lot of a lot of my viewers, they hate talking about politics. They really hate talking about the politics, and I get a big old fucking message from a good 10 of them about politics. I don't want to watch your shit if you're gonna talk about politics. Which, okay, that's fine, I get it. So, guys, if you don't like politic talk, this would be a nice time to just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and end watching, because someone brought up politics. But actually, guys, we are literally 3 hours in. I think I'm going to bed.
Woody, I don't think you ever should talk about it, because these people, it's bad enough trolls are here to try to find out who you are in real life.
True.
It's another thing when they find out who you are in real life, find out where you live, and they have the desire to kill you. So it's like, we should probably never talk about politics. When I grew up, people didn't talk about politics ever.
I try not to. There's 3 things that I don't really talk about: politics, religion, and money.
Yeah, well, that's the old saying, right?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably bring that back, and if people are going to speak in public or have an opinion about something in public, they should have Secret Service if they're going to have a voice like that, or they should have a better detail of security around them, or have some type of
Okay, let's
glass